Meow! Hey! Meow, 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 meow.
Right meow.
Right here. Right meow.
I'm a kitty cat.
Right here.
And I mew meow
Right
meow
here.
and a meow 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 cat. I'm a kitty cat. And a meow 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 and a meow meow.
Hello, everybody.
We're off the rails already.
Welcome back to Reality Break, where we take a break from the world to play some D&D. We hope you're ready to have some fun tonight. We are a little starting. Thank you for waiting for us. We very much appreciate your patience. We are working on all of our adventures behind us. We also still have our Discord. Oh, get on into the break room to hang out in there. We have a super secret surprise coming soon. And we also really, really love it when you can take clips. When we're on our BRB screen, you'll notice that we have a clip reel that runs, and on our channel trailer, we have a few clips there too. I love when our viewers take clips and title them to let us know why they took it, and then when it gets posted, we go through those clips regularly. Sometimes those clips end up on TikTok, sometimes they end up on Instagram, everywhere else. So if you see a moment that is funny, a moment that is memorable, a moment that is just anything that really strikes you that sticks out, please give that a clip, throw a title on it, and publish it, and share it in the Discord too. I think I got to cover all the announcements in like 1 minute. Does anyone say?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. You
No,
pretty
that
much
was-
covered it.
No, that's it. That's it. Here's the bow. Bloop.
Nailed it.
Well,
Should,
good, I'm able to-
Also, we should totally clip the cat ears. That was awesome.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Hashtag cat ears. If you want to see the whole crew wearing the cat ear headphones.
Oh god.
Two of us already
Nope.
on top of it. We were doing
I
it
would,
got
before.
two.
I would consider if we get. if we get to either 100 followers on Twitch or let's say 300 followers on TikTok by beginning of April, I would consider
100
buying
followers on
some patio.
Twitch. You heard it here first.
Consider it. I said I'd consider it.
No consideration. You get.
It's happening.
They have to be
Clip.
pink.
It's happening. It's happening. Isn't
There's
there
no
a Zoom
evidence.
filter for that?
There's no
Fun
evidence.
fact.
No
Fun
evidence.
fact, Jeff. As far as I've been able to see, you actually can't display the Zoom camera through OBS. So no fun.
That's irritating.
Really?
As soon as you pull
Ba-ba-da-da.
the Zoom window into OBS, it all shuts down. Like it doesn't shut down, but there's nothing on
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so-
I guess I could see that because like there's
Probably like
recording
a-
software for Zoom, like
Zoom,
probably
yeah.
built
Yeah.
in. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, just like did Microsoft Teams because my work uses Microsoft Teams and
Yeah,
they
that's
have
what mine does,
recording
too.
software built in. So
I hate
Oh, yeah,
there's
games
stuff like that.
There's a
with
big like
furious
thing
passion.
that's like, oh, you're being
I actually kinda like
recorded,
Teams.
blah blah blah. I don't mind it, but I'm used to it at this point.
Mood. No, Teams was annoying to me. I mean, it seemed a lot like Messenger, so it was fine.
Anything's
And I
better than
did like
Slack.
that there was GIFs.
yeah, I never used Slack.
I think I was the first person that ever sent a GIF through my work's Microsoft Teams when I worked there.
Nice. No,
We
I'm
had
the GIF guru.
Chats that were GIF only.
I'm the GIF guru.
Is it GIF or is it GIF? Are we
GIF.
talking?
Creator.
Are we talking
The
memes
I
or
say
peanut butter?
GIF.
The creator of the GIF says that it's GIF. So when you create something and you name it, and we all get to change the name, we'll talk about
I'm
it then.
sorry. How do
reject
you
the
how do
creators
you
rather
say
than
the
some
word?
Bill-
man.
Bill,
How
look
do
it
you
up.
say the word GRAPHIC?
How do you say the word GIF? How do you say the word giraffe?
Wait. Bill looked it up, and
And
Bill
it's GIF.
Who's Bill?
Bill looked it up and discovered that the creator was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
My thing
Okay,
is, it's graphic.
okay,
The
Bile.
word is graphic.
Graphic.
GIF.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is a
Dave.
You know
graphic
how we were
image.
so
GIF
proud
is
of getting
peanut
through the
butter.
announcements so quickly.
So yeah.
we just
Anyway.
ran out of time and derailed.
Derailed,
It's fine.
Look at that.
derailed by griffs.
Okay, at least do you pronounce it decal or decal?
What?
Deckle? Who the heck? I've never heard anybody say
No one
deckle.
says
Canadians.
deckle.
No, I
Wait,
know
was
a
that Jeff?
specific Canadian who pronounced it decal.
Okay, one specific Canadian. First off, they're Canadian. So words are already strange.
Eh.
What? What just happened? We
I'm
just lost
saying.
all of our Canadian followers.
There we go.
No, this,
Thanks.
Okay, so everyone take
Thanks,
a deep
Steve.
breath. We got our giggles out.
GIF.
With this group, we never will.
Banana.
But
Banana.
so is
It's a
it jiggles?
banana. Don't even worry
Is it
about
jiggles?
it. Oh my god.
so
Hashtag
when
GIF.
we
Go.
when we last left our heroes, they were fighting. They had fought a chimera, and what they thought was going to be a routine catching someone stealing from Ben Lightdabble turned out there was actually a chimera somehow that had been coming down to the field. So, and if you
Oh,
were there
no.
last week, you may have noticed that Sindel was quite surprised to see that there was actually a chimera. You good?
No, I just realized we killed the mama chimera.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
have some eggs.
And we have eggs.
Eggy go.
I'm sad now.
Now? A week later?
It was like
It hit me now. I was like the thrall of battle where it's like, oh crap, we gotta survive. And now it's like, oh, we defeated the chimera and oh crap.
Orphan some
Alright,
babies.
Sorry, continue.
No, that's all right. So, the town, some of the people from the town had come up to the field, and including Bridge Dupree, the town sheriff, had come up as well. And the party had
Bridge
explained
Dupree.
that the low elves, unfortunately, were living up to their name and attempting to, make off with some of Benjamin Lightdouble's crop as much as they could. Because they had discovered new inspiring properties of this crop that he thought was just really good livestock feed. And it turns out that when you smoke it, it makes you more in tune with yourself, almost as if you're a more experienced adventurer and more sure of yourself. So the low elves have been shackled and are awaiting trial for their wrongdoings. And as they were being sort of gathered up, Sindel had pulled Dominic aside and said that she was really impressed with his work and that it seemed like he was living up to the name of True Shot far better than she was. And she handed him a beautiful elven-made bow called True Shot. And that bow was... Whoops, not a GIF. That bow was...
GIF.
It's a GIF.
You can keep trying. That bow was a +1 longbow. That also, if you have a clear line of sight to the target and the target is not behind cover, you can use a bonus action to take a deep centering breath before you take the shot, giving yourself advantage on the shot.
That's spicy.
And yeah.
Only a spicy to make it.
So advantage on shots.
You
With a
basically
clear
you use
shot.
a bonus action. It's a clear shot where the target is not behind cover. And
Okay.
you use a bonus action to take a deep centering breath. I put the text in the session notes in our Discord.
Thank you.
Yep. And then we had the bracers. Where did the bracers go?
Those also went to
I bel-
Dominic.
Well, they were handing all the items to Dominic because they had come up to Dominic and were sort of unloading themselves. And they said that they knew that you could spread these amongst your party for who would need them. And I believe that it was Treat that passed on these lovely bracers that are bracers of defense. I believe they give a +2 to AC to the wearer. And Karis, as he was getting himself searched and getting his things taken, kind of shrugged and he's like, well, I guess we won't be needing this anymore, and had handed over a bag that kind of looks like a messenger bag, and said, you can hold all that you need in that bag.
The party's best
mine.
friend. The party's
Yes.
best friend.
So the party loop begins. And also Grak had come up with his head sort of down, very sorry to have been on the wrong side of this, has only wanted to be helpful and really likes you all. And only did not have any what he deemed special like the other people's items. But he does have some beautiful jewelry that you could sell, keep, wear, or give to your beloved. And he gave you 3 silver rings, one with a green stone, one with a blue stone, and one that is a thick silver band with Celtic knot etching along it.
Fancy.
The rest of their belongings, they said, would be being held in the town until their time it served is up. And Sindel said that she would take good care of the bow if it came into her possession if she didn't see you again before she was released. And everyone in the party had also leveled up from this great adventure, sort of digging into this mystery of what was going on with their old friends, their new friends, and into what was terrorizing this town. Ben was absolutely thrilled that you were able to solve his problem and even discover not only the problem he was going to have, but also this brand new use for Hero's Wart, which 2/3 of his field survived the fight with the Chimera. So he is absolutely thrilled. He has agreed to pay the party 400 gold, and if you want, he's going to send you with some Hero's Wart, not only for your own use if you want, but to show people and to spread the word about how amazing Hero's Wart is.
You said
Set up
400 gold?
To split, yeah.
Okay.
Set
gives
up
the party
Natasha with a
400
little
gold.
sample pack thing at the counter.
Yeah.
And you
Alright.
also still had those, you have 4 Chimera eggs still, which, who had been carrying them? Dominic had. Okay, you didn't do a bunch of rolling around, so we don't have to worry about if they got broken.
You were throwing
So
people
you
around
had-
though.
What if that chimera
I did
hatches
do
and-
some rolling around. I
backpack.
did some flips and stuff, but the attack didn't do so well. The flips were great.
Yeah, the flip look, you look fantastic.
I looked
Roland was very
awesome.
impressed.
It
Roland
was
was
an
very
epic
impressed
failure.
with the flip. Yeah,
On
Roland
point, on point.
task failed successfully.
Yes.
How long
thank
does it
you
take a
for that.
chimera egg to hatch?
Ooh, that is
Depends on
something
how long
you
you
would
sit
have
on
to.
I don't want to find out. Let's get rid of them. I don't want to find out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
That's
go.
what she said.
And Haldoran had been around, and he had, been eyeing them, and he did still offer you 50 gold per egg if you wanted to pass them along to him. And sadly, he does not have a live lizard for Dominic.
Come on.
Just go to the river again, bro.
He encourages you to look in the rivers as you
No.
make your way to
No,
your travels.
I'm not going back to the river ever again. Ever.
Any river.
It's not in the cards.
Any
for me.
river.
I'm just not. I'm not. Going to
It's
go.
not in the cards.
No.
Be able to
If it
find
means
one in
no
Hazelport.
lizards,
There
then I
might be a
don't get a
pet
lizard.
shop or something.
Yeah,
Look,
maybe in the
look,
forest. too,
Dominic,
yeah.
there are lizards quite literally everywhere. We will be able to find you one. Don't worry.
Have you found one yet?
I haven't been looking. You didn't ask the old
If
man for
they're
help.
Everywhere, then you should be able to find them pretty fast.
I looked.
I haven't been able to find
I
them.
looked and I didn't find one. I was also a bit distracted, but I
She
did look.
knows. She knows.
I'm,
All right.
I'm gonna
All
try
right,
looking
you
for a
know what?
lizard right now.
I'm gonna try looking for a lizard right now too.
All
In a
right.
five?
Okay.
Wait, in the middle of town?
Well, they're looking for lizards.
Where are we?
I thought we were like walking back to town.
Okay, so on the walk
Are we
back
walking
to
back to
town,
town?
you want to
Yep.
look. Okay. Okay.
On the
you
walk
can
back
make-
to town, Ashwin's gonna sidle up to Dominic and say, "Hey, Dominic, those bracers.
Do you want them?
Do you mind?
I've got nothing.
That
to do
would
with
be
them.
great.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that I could really benefit from them.
Exchange it
To
for
which I
lizard.
say, yeah, don't let the guy that's up front getting hit get them. That's fine.
Isn't your AC like 20?
Yeah,
No,
listen
it's like
here, old
14.
man.
It's like 14.
Wait, really? I thought you had
Yeah.
good armor from
No.
your wife.
No. I mean, the armor gave me. Hold on.
You better, old man.
Plus two.
And then I hand them to
It puts me the armor I picked puts me up to AC 15, but I'm -1 because I don't have any dexterity.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't worry, I promise
Man.
you there will be more magical items
I
coming
know.
the
I'm
party's
kidding.
way.
All right, rolling for lizard.
So
Oh, okay. You may make either a perception or a survival check while you are walking.
survival. Ooh.
Make
Oh,
sure you
I'm-
inspect your lizard.
To make sure it's not a mimic.
All right. I'm gonna use my I'm gonna use my DM inspiration for this.
This is an important roll.
Yep. I'm still gonna. That was a good roll, but I'm still gonna use it just in case. Okay. 15 plus 4 for a 19.
I got a 14. I do not know what
Alright,
lizard
so we're
you're looking
walking
for.
along grasslands. Animal expert. Can lizards be found in grasslands? Under like trees or rocks or something? Like if it was like something that had been like really settled? Oh no, I'm asking the actual.
She's like our actual animal expert.
No.
It's in the spring, right? It's like
Yes,
late
it's-
spring.
we're coming into we're like in the height of
So-
spring.
Yeah, so this time of year you could find them potentially, but you would be finding them more like sunning themselves on logs or rocks or something like that, and especially in the
Super
middle of the
easy.
day when it's the warmest.
Okay,
Super
so
easy.
19 you said?
Mm-hmm.
And it is the height of the day because you finished the battle. You'd be heading back to
It
town.
wouldn't be a very big one.
Yeah, they'd be
Be a
super
little-
tiny, like a salad size, right? Ish.
Gecko.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Dominic
So,
didn't specify
we'll
a
say-
big lizard.
We will
I did
say,
I
after
just want
much
lizards.
searching, you have spotted a little lizard. I would assume this one is earth-colored, sunning itself on a rock. You see it,
All right.
and you can point it out if you'd like.
Dominic,
Yeah.
come here. I have something to show you. And like, there you go.
Oh god, it's a lizard. And I just grab it. And I just put it like
Oh, easy.
Wait, so you're
No
going
judging
to
in
try.
public.
You're gonna try to grab the lizard. So make
All right.
animal handling check.
Oh god.
Which dice do I choose, George? Which dice do I choose?
The good one.
A good one.
The jungle dice.
That'd be a 10.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you
DM's
get
laughing.
so
Oh, no.
excited and run towards this lizard, and you get your hand over it, but you scare the crap out of it, and it goes wriggling out of your fingers down the
And,
road.
and as Dominic's running off, I'm like, Dominic, and I'm gonna walk up.
Time to speak with animals.
I can't speak with it. Go back, little buddy.
Come back!
I didn't mean it.
At least you can.
I love
at
you.
least you know you can find them now.
Yeah. So I walk up behind Dominic and I pat him on the shoulder and I go,
Oh my god.
don't worry, bud. Don't worry, kiddo. We'll get you another one. We'll get you a lizard. Don't worry about it.
You just
like
see-
full on grandfather mode.
Okay.
Alright, now, come on. Come on, let's divvy up the gold. You'd like to divvy up the gold, wouldn't you? Come on now.
Ramasha's just gonna
that's-
continue walking by and just kind of look over in their direction, just go, so aggressive.
Well, yeah, you gotta take some pointers from Ramasha on how to pounce on things.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, Pot, I'm Kettle. We kind of look alike.
Oh my gosh.
God.
So shenanigans down the road, which is sort of lifting the spirits of everyone involved, including the people who know that they are going to be spending some time doing manual labor for the town.
Haha, he didn't get his lizard. Crap, I'm going to jail.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And Ben is just over the moon. He is, so happy. He's like, I'm so glad you came down here. I can't believe all you've done for me. Ashton, you always come through. Dominic, you really were right about your friends.
I wanna corner the not corner, but I wanna catch up to the town sheriff.
Corner him.
I don't want to corner him.
Dupree.
Dupree.
All right, so, like,
Ridge
as you're coming-
Dupree.
On the road or as you're coming into town?
I mean, I'm assuming we've been walking far enough to be close to town, so.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
I'm
if you wanna keep it
I'm assuming
private.
he's like up front.
Yeah.
Not really. Like, I'm not pulling him away from everybody. I'm just
Okay.
catching up to where he is.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Ridge, sir.
How's it going, Roland?
Once I get the stink off of me, I'll feel a lot better. But
Yeah.
I got.
He's like staying a couple steps away from you.
No, I get it. I get it. I'd stay away from me too if I could. I have a question about that prisoner that Ramasha and I brought into town yesterday. Whatever ended up happening to him?
He's still in the town hall. He's been spending nights, in the jail cell down below the town hall. He's gonna his trial isn't for another couple of days. Y'all just brought him in here yesterday, day before.
Has he said anything or had any visitors? Just out of curiosity. He was saying some mighty worrying things on the wagon ride in.
Between you and me, he hasn't said a damn word. No one has come to see him, and no one has come to represent him. He has not asked to contact anyone.
Might peculiar, don't you
he
think?
Won't deny. Yeah, he won't deny or agree to the charges. I mean, it's clear he's guilty.
Yeah.
But he won't. We haven't heard a word. He's occasionally he's eating, not much, and the poor kid seems scared to death. That he's always looking over his shoulder. We've been telling him no one here's gonna, we don't necessarily know that he's gonna be put to death. It depends on if it's proved that he's actually killed people. But
well, like I said, he was just caught up with the wrong group. Wasn't really his forte. But I am very curious as to why nobody's at least come to even talk to him, let alone trying to defend him. Would it be all right if I went and try to have a conversation with him myself?
you sure can, Deviant.
Yeah.
And have I been slipping into that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, when you-
Sorry.
Let's go have a conversation.
disturbing.
Why?
Having flashbacks.
Look,
We're all like-
like I've been my DM brain had turned on like a month ago, and so like since then I've also been like going back and watching reruns and stuff.
Yeah.
A bit. So like,
Yeah.
Sorry, I sincerely apologize.
I'm just teasing
Now, I
you.
don't mean to
So he's
trigger
like-
anybody.
He's like, so, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Just, you know, the usual. Don't try and put anything in his head. Don't try and change the story. Don't try and find evidence. Whatever else. Don't give him any weapons.
No. I wouldn't do anything like that. Just trying to follow up on some of the stuff we talked about on the wagon ride over yesterday. So.
Gotcha. All right, that should be fine.
After I've had a bath, because by the
please have a
gods,
bath
I
first.
stink.
Oh,
By
yeah.
the gods, I stink.
And Halderath is like,
Absolutely.
oh, I actually have an herb that might be very helpful with your predicament. This blossom is known, if you put it in the bathwater, it should suck up all those nasty smells. It works really well when you're sprayed by a skunk as well.
Much appreciated. It'll work on clothes too, I'm guessing.
Do you have
Yes.
enough for all of us?
Yes. Oh, yes, it grows everywhere.
Oh, hi, Dominic.
What's up?
You see, kind of
What's the
Ramash over
name
there.
of this herb? We might need to collect some and have it on hand just in case. That sounds
Oh,
wonderful.
yeah, it's just elder blossom, Asher, and it grows everywhere.
Oh, elder blossom, really? That's good to
You
know.
just have to put a whole bunch in the hot water after it's been dried, and it makes like a tea that soaks it right out. What's Ramasha doing?
Ramash is just kind of walking along and just kind of half listening, just kind of looking at himself.
Don't do it. I must get clean.
And the low elves, they're very forlorn. Do they have anything to say? Besides, thank you for not killing us?
So yeah, Grax is just gonna kind of, I mean, he's kind of accepted the fact that he's, spent a little time working for his crimes, and he's okay with that. He's probably the more okay with it out of everyone, because he's just excited to have had new friends. Oh, do you think when we get out of it, wherever we go, do you guys want to meet up somewhere? Maybe we can go to a bar or something.
I appreciate your
Talk so
enthusiasm.
fast.
I appreciate your enthusiasm.
This is a good one.
I don't know that. I mean, you're great and all. I don't know that we're going to be seeing you anytime soon.
You're great.
But
No.
Tell you what,
You're
when
great.
you get out to come look
not
us up
you,
in
it's me.
Hazelport. It's not you, it's me.
But,
You're so sweet. You're such a good friend.
Yeah, no, you're all right. Just one step at a time, my friend, is what I will say. Deal with the consequences of your actions first, and then go from there.
What's the name of the place I'm staying at in Hazelport?
Oh, gosh.
The Rusty Bucket?
Oh, no, that's
Nope,
where,
that's my bar.
Tony works.
No,
Okay.
Yeah, I will have
it's
it
like
in
The
a
salmon?
moment. Starts
Swindler's
with an
Rest
S.
or something
Yeah, it
like
starts
that.
with an
Swindler's-
S. Hold on. It
Swindler's
is-
something or other.
Does-
I
Oh,
remember
Swindler's
seeing the
Rest.
name and thinking I would never stay at a place called that.
You're
Well,
right.
look, when you're a
Swindler's
tabaxi pirate, you take risks
I mean-
sometimes.
You go where you need to.
Hi, Rosie. Yeah, it is Swindler's Rest.
Would you
So,
rather stay in Swingers Cove?
Swingers Cove.
No. Also
Yeah.
not a place I would
oh,
stay.
No!
Coming up on
Yes.
Reality Break After Hours.
Yeah, I mean, no!
Yeah! Wait.
Greg,
sounds like a great time.
when you get out, make sure you make your way to. And now I've.
Swindler's Rest.
Forgotten it again.
The Swindler.
Oh,
No,
Hazelport.
Hazelport, thank you. I was thinking Hanover. It's like, no. Make your way to Hazelport. Go to Swindler's Rest and talk to the owner there. And maybe you can meet up with my people. I think we have a good place for you.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Does Grax
Alright.
say anything?
Oh,
Good question. Good talk. Goodbye.
I was not thinking about Swingers
Grax
Cove.
thinking really hard about it.
I don't know. Really?
Oh, God.
Do I want to hang out with a tabaxi all the time? I don't know.
Gretch is like, You want me to go to Swindler's what?
Swingers where?
He felt the same way I did. I wouldn't stay at a place called Swindler's anything.
No.
Listen, it wasn't that bad except for the wake-up call.
Bap!
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I was a sinner.
All right,
Yo,
so at this
boy.
point we are back at Hazelport, or
look,
back at Framework.
Wow, that was fast.
Fast travel on this DM campaign.
We found the signage. You know, we hit the fast travel marker. We're good.
Yeah.
Let me get on
Yes,
my
back
glider.
in town. Haldareth is over on his way to his shop. Anyone can come with him to help gather some bundles of the Elder Blossom. And the Raven will
We'll
look at anyone who
definitely
walks
be
in and
doing
go, ah!
I also say to Ridge, like, probably should make sure somebody goes back up there and cleans up that Chimera carcass.
Yeah, we'll send deputies up later today
Alright.
and
Alright.
see. We'll also let Haldareth know, because I'm sure there's probably some magical something about it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, whatevs.
Yeah. All right.
I'd like to go up to Roland and ask, like, quietly, just like over his shoulder, and go, Can you eat Chimera? Like, can you cook it?
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends on the age of the Chimera. I mean,
Was it like
there are
wine?
parts of it that can be eaten. Actually, funny story about that.
no.
The parts of the goat's head are known to be a delicacy in some part of the country. I mean, not my cup of tea, mind you.
Well, no,
but
not
yeah,
the tea. That's later. I'm talking about the Chimera.
right, exactly. And I give him the bump on the bump on the
Also,
shoulder.
Quick side note here. Excellent off-the-cuff roleplay, Tony. Excellent. Of
Well,
your
yeah.
decision of whether, yes,
Yeah,
nice.
of course. Well, yeah. So, I mean, nobody's gonna have a Chimera feast, but there are parts of it that I'm sure, can be eaten and like carved up and shipped to like higher
let's
end
see if
food
Bridge hears
markets,
this.
stuff like that.
Bridge did not hear that, never mind.
Good
Yeah.
to know.
And
But
it's
you,
probably
never mind. But Ben heard you say carved up and shipped off, and he's like, "Oh, you're right. I could probably get some of that meat, and then we could make a little extra money for the town."
yeah. There you go. I mean, you're not gonna have a Chimera feast, but there can be Chimera dishes. I had a Chimera casserole once.
To give this a try.
This sounds very
Disgusting.
interesting.
Ridge,
Although
make
I
sure
can see your
they
point about the goat head.
make sure they clean the body. And he starts running after Ridge
Yep.
to tell him about the parts.
This sounds quite interesting. I must
That's
say,
lore
though,
now.
I prefer
That's
to try
canon.
Griffin.
It's canon. You can eat Chimera.
I prefer to
Chimera
try
head is a
Griffin. I
delicacy.
hear it tastes like chicken.
Do you know what a chicken is?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what a chicken is.
Yeah, he has farms. He's been on farms.
I'm just teasing.
Alright,
I didn't know this
so
would be a unicorn.
I don't know what a land herring is, though.
Hey, look, seahorse, land horse.
Yeah.
All right, so I am making. I'm taking some of the elder blossom, and making a beeline for the inn to like get myself cleaned up.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a tub. There's a room with a
Same.
tub, so you'll have to take turns. But yeah.
I'm gonna give all 4 eggs to Haldareth.
Oh, lovely Dominic! I can't believe you found them. Oh, these will fetch a pretty penny. And as promised, he gives you 200 gold if you give him all 4 of them.
Cool.
Will you be needing any more herbal supplements for your adventures? And the raven looks at you and he's like,
I really like the raven.
"Oh, I'm sorry, he's
Uh,
not for sale."
Oh no! I really want a lizard. But
Oh, still don't have any of those. I'm sorry.
I found one.
Oh, good for you, boy. Oh, sorry. You have to be
Yep.
quiet and slow.
I didn't know that.
Ah, but you know now.
Yeah.
I'm. Ramash is gonna walk over to the raven and actually try to pet it.
Oh god.
Pet it or
And
eat
it
it.
flies up higher, away from the cat.
Meow.
No, wait, I'm sorry.
Edit.
You can make an animal handling check if you want to.
Oh my
Pet.
god, please.
Haldoreth turns around and there's like a raven feather sticking out of Urnach's mouth.
God.
So
16.
Okay, so instead it's just like, ah! And it like backs up from you.
Do we, out of character, do we need anything for travels?
I mean, it's only a day and a half back to Hazelports. I think we should be fine.
I don't think
Back to
so.
Hazelport.
I was just
What
gonna
about after
in
that?
character.
Hazelport's a bigger market anyway, so.
That's true.
I mean, we always need health potions and things like that.
Okay.
And Ashton's just gonna like think about the spells that she casts and makes sure that she gets chips of mica and petrified newt eyes, which I think she got last time. Anything that she might need for spells.
he can stock you up on whatever you need before you leave. Were you gonna ask about healing potions?
Sure. Do you have any healing potions?
Oh, let me take a look. I think I had a couple left over. Yes. I have 2
Yes, yes, good,
available.
Yes, good.
How much?
They're 40 gold apiece.
40 gold apiece.
Or we could do both for 75.
We just gave you sorry. We just
I
gave you
just
chimera
slaughtered
eggs.
a chimera and brought you 4 eggs, not 1.
And I gave you 200 gold for it. So, I mean, you'll still have more than half of that. I could sell these for 50 gold to a random passerby. I'll tell you what, I'll do 70 for the pair of them.
65.
Persuasion check.
Heck.
Yeah, heck, he says.
Heck!
Heck.
Heck.
You said persuasion?
Yeah.
Are they just
I
regular
wonder
health
what
potions?
D&D
Yeah.
Pawn Stars reality show would be like.
Heckin'.
I
Heckin'.
love that.
16.
Okay, let's see. Everybody ready? Oh, all right. I guess we could do 65. Let's do it.
Meh.
Alright, and I give him 65.
And he gives you 2 healing potions, regular healing potions. Here you go. Make sure Ashrin gets these. I think this was the spell components she said that she needed.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'll get them to her.
Anything else in Haldoreth's?
No.
Does he have anything interesting that would be useful for me? Or my
Maybe he has
colony?
something for catching lizards.
What are you looking for?
If anything that would be helpful.
He's an apothecary.
Yeah.
So do you need any herbs or anything?
Not that I can think
Or spell
of.
components?
Maybe something to cure illnesses?
Hmm. I don't
Some basics, like, some Tylenol and ibuprofen.
I don't know if I have.
He
the
doesn't carry
Willow
brand
bark
names.
and-
here. I think I'm out of antitoxic now, but if you ever do think you've been poisoned, maybe have a drink of this tea. Make a tea with this. He hands you a little sachet. And it should at least help settle your stomach. I can't promise that it would actually reverse the poison, but it should stop the vomiting.
Thank you very much.
You could call them stomach herbs.
Stomach herbs.
Wouldn't stopping the vomiting be a bad thing? Because the vomiting is purging the poison from your system.
I was kind of thinking that, but that's okay.
You basically just got Pepto from a guy.
Poison it.
I got
Herbal
you this.
Pepto.
It's called Pepto.
But he didn't pay for it, so he got free Pepto.
Ooh, that's the best Pepto.
That's fair.
The raven's just like hopping around anxiously because the cat's still
So while
right
this
near
is
him.
happening, or
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Rowan
gonna
and
say, so,
racing to
yeah.
the tub.
I mean, you're gonna win because your legs are longer than mine.
You
What I
racing
would,
for the tub? Is that what you just said?
yeah. Well, because I would,
You could
No,
make a dexterity roll against each other.
no. Look, I've got short, stumpy dwarf legs. She's gonna beat me if she's actually racing. What I was thinking we were doing
She
was
just jumps over you.
walking together leisurely because we're both used to the smell of each other at this point because we both stink.
That's fair. We both smell the same to each other.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and Heldreth is
No,
like.
you're probably right.
Oh yeah, well we
Half
walk.
the bird doesn't
We're
like
not
me
with them.
smelling
We're not with them
What's
at
that?
this point. We were walking.
No, but with the others, because everybody's
yeah.
gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we're walking with
Don't forget to
Ashton.
bathe in the elder blossom.
Yeah. So walking with so while you guys are doing that stuff at the apothecary, we're walking and I go to Asher and I'm like, "Hey, you held your own out there, kiddo. I'm pretty proud of you."
Mostly stayed out of the way and did what I could from afar. There's not much else I can do, unfortunately.
Hey, no, it's called you know what you bring to the table, and you use that to your full advantage. And it sounds like you do that in more ways than one.
I try.
Yeah.
I do know a little bit about some, a little bit more up close work, but I'd been a bit too afraid to do that, not really having any armor or anything. But
Yeah.
with these bracers, that might help out a bit. So maybe I can help a little bit more directly in the future.
No, that's good. That's good. And so I actually wanted to ask before the whole thing with Ramasha last night where he took off and, we had to go hunt him down and stuff, which in retrospect, I was glad that we did that. I actually wanted to ask, your ring. We didn't really have a chance to follow up after, you found out what you found out about it. Like, where's kind of your head at with that?
Well, I don't know. So we found, you knew a little bit about the name anyway, which helps for sure, but I don't feel like rushing over to, what's the name of the place? The Emerald Shores or whatever, is the way to go at this point, not knowing anything about it at all. So I think I might need to do a little bit more digging about the family history, or I'm just not sure. I'm not sure where to go from here.
Right.
And I can't help but think that my father must be associated with that family in some way, whether he's a member or, something. I don't know. That's the only thing that makes sense, but I just don't know where to go from here.
Does, and I kind of like, because I don't know any better, I gesture up. It's like, does she have any input on that?
Whatever.
I don't like gods and all that, gods,
That's
fates,
fine.
whatever. I'm just like up.
It's definitely not a god. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
She might think she is, but she's not.
Well, I'm not. I've not had the pleasure.
Hi, buddy.
And I hope you never do, because
Okay, well,
sometimes I wish I didn't.
Does she have any input?
Not anything concrete, although I had a bit of a chat with her last night while you and Ramasha were doing investigating, and she didn't really have anything concrete to say, although she keeps saying that we're going to be moving soon, but she won't say where or when or what that means. But she did say that going to the Emerald Shores would not be the right thing to do at this point. So I think I'm hoping that there'll be more of an indication of where to go next. But in the meantime, I plan to do some reading, maybe stop by their library or find out if there's a historian at Hazelport and see if they can give me some more information about kind of what happened to that family. That's the next thing that I can think. But yeah, she's not been very helpful in that regard, other than saying going to the Emerald Shores directly isn't the time.
Right. And are you like, because obviously, we found this out, they're about the ring and your potential heritage, and then we come back here, like, how is your head with, what that could look like?
Coming back here has too many memories, and I don't think I'll ever be staying here. I don't think that this is where my future lies, for sure. It's just a lot. I mean, honestly, there's been so much else going on. I haven't really had much time to think about it, but it's not. I think that I need to find out more in order to find where my place is in the world, and I know now, especially coming back, that I mean, I love everybody here. They've been nothing but kind, but it's just not for me anymore.
Right.
I don't think. Maybe just being in Hazelport so long, or the painful memories, or what. I don't know, but it's not for me anymore, and that hurts a little bit, because it was all I knew for so long, you know?
Right.
And it was my whole world for so long, but then coming back, it feels so small.
Well, yeah. Well, I hope wherever you end up going, whatever you end up doing, you don't mind an old man tailing behind, watching your back.
Not.
Yeah.
I would
That's not creepy.
be honored if you were to help me find my place.
Come on!
Sorry.
God,
Hi.
gee.
It wasn't me that said it this time. I would just like to point out.
Wow,
You're
that really
thinking it.
derailed the heartfelt
going-
dialogue there.
All right. Well, the point
Well, I
is,
would be honored to have you along, Roland. I really would. It's you're. I couldn't imagine doing any of this without you, to be perfectly honest.
all right. Well, you're like family at this point. Heck, you practically are family. So, whatever you need,
Agreed.
we'll see it through. We'll see it through together.
Same.
Now you smell
I
terrible.
would give you a hug, but I
Yeah.
was just gonna say
Yeah.
this is really gross, and I think
Yeah.
that maybe we can have a nice pint at the tavern after we've both had baths.
Yeah, well, I do have a little something I want to check on first, but we absolutely need to do that. But we are here, and beauty before age, I guess we'll say at this point. So
Although
there you
it'd
go.
be funny if they met Olga still stinking, and Olga's just like,
God, they would be throwing up if they were still stinking by
I
the time they got to Hazelport.
Oh no,
There's
the
no
problem is
way.
we'd be used to it at this point. We'd be used to it. Everybody else, on the other hand,
What else
you
would
just
be
see all
like,
the townsfolk in Hazelport like,
Oh,
Natasha would have to be
there.
making Constitution saving throws every 3 seconds.
Oh my god. What is all
there's
over
no way
you?
Ashton would stand for
Hose
that. So
Basically.
Bugbear
God.
boogies.
And
Yeah.
so
All right.
word has come to the town too. So they've actually got the bath heating up for you already. So whoever has the
Lovely.
elder flower can bring it over to them to sort of have batches ready for the baths.
wait,
and
is
they're
it
going
one
to be
bath
changing
for
the water.
everybody?
No, they're going to be changing
Okay.
the water between baths.
As
It's
a
a special bath
We're
for
on in
everyone.
jacuzzi style. Let's go.
Ooh,
Adventurous soup.
thanks. Nope.
Turn on the
Ew.
jets.
The only reason that went through my mind is because I started watching the TLC show Smothered, where it's like moms and their daughters and the overbearing relationship, and one of the pairs
Nope.
use the
Nope.
same
You just
bathwater.
stop right there. Just nope. Thank you.
Really?
No.
TMI.
Well, and-
No.
Shades of no.
In medieval times, it
They
would be
didn't bathe
common.
together. They
It
just
would
didn't
be
drain it
common
before.
to yes, it would be common to do that, but yes, because you are also stinky, they have agreed to change the bathwater out between you.
Yes.
If
Noble
water
gesture.
and or the resource to heat the water were limited, I could understand that. But
Yeah, they've got a couple people that
Not
can
for
do some
this.
cantrips.
Yeah. Also, there's a river like 30
Yeah.
minute walk that way.
I'm not going back to the river. I'll take my
there's
chopsticks.
Chopsticks
a well.
never
You
going
don't
back
have
to
to
the
go
river.
back to the river.
Never
We'll be
to
fine.
the
We'll be
river.
fine.
Hashtag never again.
Never
Depending on the
again.
bath situation, I was actually contemplating it.
Oh, do cats take?
Ooh.
Would Ramasha be like against a bath?
No.
Well, actually,
He's a
Rebecca
ser-
had to go
I mean, he's a
last because
person.
Ramasha,
it'd be fur all
He's-
over
he's
the
as
place.
much-
Ramasha's
more of a
based on a
person.
tiger, and tigers love water.
There you go.
Tigers will sit
Perfect.
in water.
There you go.
Yeah, but is there gonna be a bunch of fur that they're gonna have to clean out of the bathtub before
Yeah,
the
he can
next
go
person?
last.
Ladies
Ramasha can go
first.
last.
There we go.
Ladies
So
first,
the
my
party
boys.
is getting scrub-a-dubbed. Everybody's taking a bath.
They're gonna have
Separately.
to call a plumber after a matcha.
Well, thankfully, this is a medieval tub, so there are no pipes. They just have to empty it out with buckets.
Yup.
They go old school.
Which would be even more treacherous.
Oh, they probably just fill it with buckets and then they probably just dump it.
Well, they can't
Yeah,
dump it in
basically.
the house.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Oh, not
is
dump-
it in the house or
They
is it
might have a
outside?
drain.
Oh, I guess
though.
it might be out. Yeah, it might be out back.
Are
Yeah.
they bathing
Sort
in
of
the town
covered by
square?
like a
Yeah, it's like a sauna kind of.
sort of like a
We're,
back.
we're
like an
bathing
outhouse
in the
but by
town
bath,
fountain.
yeah.
You know what? As long as we get clean, I don't care how we do it. So, I'm good.
There we go.
True.
Like, everyone, come watch the heroes bathe.
It is a
No.
small town. There's not that much entertainment.
Anyway,
Actually, would be
I would like to not be that entertained.
definitely not down with that. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, Ramasha, Asher jumps in the bath.
Yep.
All right, Ashton's gonna get
Snags
clean.
it first.
Then Roland's gonna get clean. By that point, Ramasha and Dominic will be back and waiting in line. Everyone gets all cleaned up. Ramasha last because of his fur balls.
And of course, you know, with Ramasha and Dominic right there, he just looks at Dominic. Ladies first.
and I'm kind of like, I want to laugh. I want to laugh, but I'm like, Roland wants to laugh, but I'm waiting to see what happens.
Is it animal cruelty if Dominic punches him?
Oh.
There's
Like,
a
to
there's a
speak some
slight
sense into
smirk.
this animal.
There's a total
Get a
like
spray bottle and just
twinkle in his eye and slight like kitty smirk.
Can I
get
deck
a
him?
spray bottle.
You can try.
Unarmed strike.
Okay.
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 What's your AC?
Uh-oh.
15.
Natural 18. You want me to add my 6 to it or not?
All right, so Dominic decks Ramasha.
How many HP did you have at the end of that fight, Ramasha?
Yeah, right. So
Hey, I healed him
1d4
up.
plus your strength modifier.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Do I? Me?
1d4 plus your strength modifier. Other than the Chimera battle, most of the attacks in this game have been against the party.
But
I'm actually-
really,
Really have been. And it's mostly been Dominic hitting
True.
Ramasha.
That'll be 7 damage.
Actually,
Dominic decks
wait,
you
wait,
right in the
wait.
face.
Can I
Pretty
can I
good.
parry this?
Oh,
No.
you could parry. Yeah, it's a battle maneuver. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
What do you like? Roll to like reduce the damage or something? Or no, you half it.
You expend one superiority die to reduce the damage of the number you roll on your superiority die plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay, so roll your d8.
D8.
Swear to
Skinny
God, if the
man.
whole party kills each other before Olga's introduced.
Olga!
And the campaign is just,
Yeah.
the whole campaign is just Olga.
Whole campaign's done.
7. 7.
So you take
reduced all
one
the
pointed
damage.
to 1.
All of it. Well, did
Oh, wait,
you
no.
do 7?
7 damage.
Oh, you did do
So-
7
okay.
and 7.
So he's able to sort of dodge and grab your hand and sort of do this weird twist, and he's actually able to counter the damage. But I think the message is taken.
'Twas a good blow.
And I'm just sitting here going, these kids, I swear.
Laughing at that, I was laughing at the fact that my brain automatically went, I'll show you a good blow.
Either way, it's bad.
Oh,
I'll
jeez.
see myself out.
Hey, I think this would be, it's been an hour. I think this would be a good time for a BRB.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, can
we-
somebody
are we-
clip that?
Do we wanna, wow.
I'll clip it. I'll do it.
Make sure you title it.
Make sure you
No.
title it.
I'll give you a good
Really
blow.
living up
I'll
to
show
the
you a
brain of a
good blow.
15-year-old boy, though.
What a,
Jesus, Marion.
he's a sexy 15-year-old boy.
Yeah, I'm a
Alright.
sexy
taking
15-year-old
a-
boy.
Listen, I made a mistake in clipping on my mobile device. I'll delete it later.
Are we taking a break?
Yeah,
So
I
no.
believe. Let's do that. Let's everyone, let's take a moment to gather our thoughts.
Just a moment.
And
Thanks,
stretch
Dee.
and get some water and take a quick break. Check out our clips on our BRB screen, and we shall see you in a few moments.
Cockney rhyming speak. So I have something. I'm going to butcher it, so I apologize ahead of time.
Yes!
So I'm going to respond. I'm going to respond. We're having a butchers for some real bucks that have been off-inching some bees and honey. These tea leaves have been showing their boats around the frogs and scoppering off. There's been some real bonny over it. We're helping out the ducks and geese to stay out of a flowery dell, and you'd be a real treacle tot if you could pass along any brass tacks.
Looks at you, Morag.
It wasn't about taking away your choices. It was about putting magic in the right hands.
Nice. I like it.
Nice.
Hat off.
Thank you.
Very second, decent.
Now I want to hear that in Dominic's voice.
Yeah.
I will gladly give you a hug if you please sneeze into this jar. Thank you.
Cause we feel alright, let me build up your might as I sing my song. Care to sing along? I'll be doing this till you knock 'em down, or the songs run out, or the songs run out.
Yay!
Yeah!
I'm so inspired right now.
Yeah. But you got to perform, but outside of that,
Absolutely. My inspo makes so the rolls less hard, and you all can thank this bard. And you're damn right. I pulled that card, and I could teach you, but I'd have to charge.
Love it.
Woo!
A round of applause. Round of applause.
Give him a hand.
And
Y'all were like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" So,
Yeah.
21.
That's fair.
Jesus.
Oh,
On a stealth check?
It's +7.
this little boy
Jesus.
has a mission.
Oh,
today,
for
apparently.
dexterity.
how do you have so many huge pluses?
And so, just
I've
to
got
be
a
clear,
lot of
Dee,
huge
you're, like,
things that you don't
literally
know about.
That needs to be clipped.
Good job.
Y'all.
Or multi-classing to tie into your character development. Oh, we lost Bill. Oh, now he's back. To tie into your character development and to tie into the story that's happening that you may or may not have control over. Like, the stuff that happened that made that happen was more...
And that's perfect.
Ever.
completely off the rails. That's amazing. I love it. That's
Hashtag new profile pic.
All right. So,
Those are fighting words.
are we showing Dominic to your room or going out for dinner? And
Yeah,
then...
show me to your room, Caddy.
Caddy Daddy.
Wow. Wow. Glad it wasn't me this time. I'm innocent. I'm innocent this time.
I
Not
told
me.
you I'm sleep deprived.
And he's out of earshot at this point.
I'm just gonna yell back, thank you!
Bye.
Bang bang!
With my gauntlets. I'm not petty at all.
Nope. Not at all. Why don't you go on and head down to my office? I got some I want to discuss with you, just to, clear up timelines and whatnot. Duncan's like,
I don't like that.
Duncan's like, yeah, sure. I mean, makes sense. I was gone for a while, and I show up without it. Yeah, so it makes sense. Deviant's like, I appreciate that. Gives him a pat on the back.
Yeah, the music sounds great, but I can't hear you at all. Oh, there it is.
So that was.
Oh no, so they didn't hear
Roastress!
Professional streamer.
Absolutely professional.
Yep.
That is what we do.
I want to do this for real when I grow up.
Cockney rhyming speak, so I have something. I'm gonna butcher it, so I apologize ahead of time.
Yes,
so I'm going to respond. I'm gonna respond. We're having a butchers with some real bucks that have been half-inching some bees and honey. These tea leaves have been showing their boats around the frog and scoppering off. There's been some real bonny over it. We're helping out the ducks and geese to stay out of a flowery dell, and you'd be a real treacle tot if you could pass along any brass tacks.
Looks at you, Morag.
It wasn't about taking away your choices. It was about putting magic in the right hands.
Nice. I like it.
Nice.
Hat off.
Thank you.
Very second. Now I want to hear that in Dominic's voice.
Yeah.
I will gladly give you a hug if you please sneeze into this jar. Thank you.
Cause we feel alright, let me build up your might as I sing my song. Care to sing along? I'll be doing this till you knock 'em down, or the songs run out, or the songs run out.
Yay!
Yeah!
I'm so inspired right now.
Yeah. But you got to perform, but outside of that,
Absolutely. My inspo makes all the rolls less hard, and you all can thank this bard, and you're damn right. I pulled that card, and I could teach you what I'd have in charge.
Love it.
Woo!
A round of applause. Round of applause.
Give him a hand.
A hand.
Y'all were like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" So
Yeah.
21.
That's fair.
Jesus.
Oh.
On a stealth check?
It's +7.
this little boy
Jesus.
has a mission.
Oh,
today,
for
apparently.
dexterity.
How do you have so many huge pluses?
And so just
I've
to
got
be
a
clear,
lot of
Dee,
huge
you're, like,
things that you
literally
don't know
right.
about.
That needs to be clipped.
Good job.
Multi-classing to tie into your character development. To tie into your character development, to tie into the story that's happening that you may or may not have control over. Like the stuff that happened that made that happen was more.
And
Completely off the rails.
hashtag new profile pic.
Alright, so are we showing Dominic to your room or going out for dinner?
Yeah, show me to your room, Patty.
Caddy daddy. Wow. Wow. Glad it wasn't me this time. I'm innocent. I'm innocent this time. Not me.
I'm sleep deprived.
And he's out of earshot at this point.
I'm just gonna yell back, thank you!
Bye.
Bang bang!
With my gauntlets. I'm not petty at all.
Nope. Not at all. Why don't you go on and head down to my office? I got some I want to discuss with you, just to, clear up timelines and whatnot. Duncan's like,
I don't like that.
Duncan's like, yeah, sure. I mean, makes sense. I was gone for a while, and I show up without it. Yeah, so it makes sense. Deviant's like, I appreciate that. Gives him a pat on the back.
Yeah, the music sounds great, but I can't hear you at all. Oh, there it is.
I Alright, so that was
Oh no, so they
move
didn't
right
hear
there.
the
Rostrum!
Professional
absolutely
streamer.
professional.
Yup.
That is what we do.
I want to do this for real when I grow up.
Cockney rhyming speak. So I have something. I'm gonna butcher it, so I apologize ahead of time.
Yes,
So I'm going to
yes.
respond. I'm gonna respond. We're having a butchers for some real bucks that have been half-inching some bees and honey. These tea leaves have been showing their boats around the frog and scoppering off. There's been some real bonny over it. We're helping out the ducks and geese to stay out of a flowery dell, and you'd be a real treacle tot if you could pass along any brass tacks.
Looks at you, Morag.
It wasn't about taking away your choices. It was about putting magic in the right hands.
Nice. I like it.
Nice.
Hat off.
Very second. Now I want to hear that in Dominic's voice.
Yeah.
I will gladly give you a hug if you please sneeze into this jar. Thank you.
Cause we feel alright, let me build up your might as I sing my song. Care to sing along? I'll be doing this till you knock 'em down, or the songs run out, or the songs run out.
Yay!
Yeah!
I'm so inspired right now.
Yeah. But you got to perform, but outside of that,
Absolutely. My inspo makes all the rolls less hard, and you all can thank this bard, and you're damn right. I pulled that card and I could teach you, but I'd have to charge.
Love it.
Woo!
A round of applause. Round of applause.
Give him a hand.
A hand.
Y'all were like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" So
Yeah.
21.
That's fair.
Jesus.
Oh,
On a stealth check?
It's +7.
this little boy
Jesus.
has a mission.
Oh,
today,
for
apparently.
dexterity.
how do you have so many huge pluses?
And so just
I've
to
got
be
a
clear,
lot of
Dee,
huge
you're, like,
things that you
literally
don't know
right.
about.
Like, you're
That needs to be clipped.
Good job.
y'all.
Or multi-classing to tie into your character development. Oh, we lost Bill. Oh, now he's back. To tie into your character development and to tie into the story that's happening that you may or may not have control over. Like, the stuff that happened that made that happen was more...
And that's perfect.
Oh, no, no.
Hi!
Wait, I was gonna
Are
say
we
we all.
back?
Pokemon.
I was gonna say we all had to come back and just say meow. Just
Oh,
sit
you
there
were
and be like,
serious
meow.
this time, cat.
Meow.
Cat now.
No, I was gonna suggest we
Oh my
all
God.
roll our chairs the other way and then once we're live.
Christy. Yeah, there we go. Yes.
Hello, I'm a cat. Cat.
I'm a kitty
I'm a
cat.
kitty cat.
Well, welcome to
Dance,
Fireside
dance,
Chat.
dance, 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 dance.
Cat. I'm a kitty
Kitty
cat.
cat.
Dance, dance, dance,
dance, dance, dance.
Well, we tried to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
all the giggles out. We're working on it, folks.
Nope.
It's
We're
a
just
work
too
in
good.
progress.
Not
We're
gonna
just too silly. If you like a silly D&D stream, you're in the right place.
Ha! You've arrived.
I hope you got a good stretch. I
Accurate.
hope you got a snack if you
Accurate.
needed one. I hope you got a drink if you needed one, and I really hope you went to the bathroom. If not, go right this second while we
Run.
do a
Okay.
quick recap. Not you.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I was following directions.
Our party was finishing up their loose ends here. Some of the party went down to the apothecary to turn in the chimera eggs. Haldereth also dug up a few healing potions, which Dominic expertly haggled for. And Ramasha was with him over there, scaring the raven. And then
I was trying to pet the raven.
It's not
Uh, Roland and Ashran. Roland touched in with
I don't
this
know why
with
that was.
the sheriff to try to meet with the bandit that had attacked on the way to Fraymore. And then Ashran and Roland were talking about how they're feeling, how things have been going. how Ashrin is feeling about her future, and if Ashrin would like to have an old man tagging along her way, helping her along throughout the years, as he would his own daughter. And we had everyone taking a nice, well-deserved and much-needed bath with elder blossom tea, basically, as the bathwater. And even though in medieval times, mostly the bathwater was reused, this was a special exception because this party was very stinky. If you had not yet heard about the Chimera's Bane that this party worked very hard to create, which did make the Chimera very unhappy and made it gag, but also made them gag. So 50-50 on whether it was actually effective. And now they have cleaned themselves off. What's up?
I just pictured Ramasha getting out of the tub.
Sopping wet.
Just sopping wet hair, just...
Oh, there was also... How could I forget? There was also a huge development.
Completely skinny.
Dominic found a lizard, but in his haste and excitement, jumped upon the lizard and scared it away. And so he lives to find another lizard another day.
Episode 11, the one where we get a lizard.
Maybe. Would this cleansing of the selves and whatnot constitute a short rest?
Yes, it could definitely be a short rest. You would spend probably at least 5 or 10 minutes, maybe 15 in the tub scrubbing up, and that's resting. And then while your party is resting or bathing, you're all resting, getting ready to, or cleaning up and getting dressed. So definitely you're going to spend at least an hour not doing anything except your basic caring of your basic needs. And so if you want to use any hit point
Is there a
dice
fire for Ramasha to stand by so you can dry
yes,
out?
to warm up, yes, they definitely would have lit a fire.
Dry out.
Just,
Go ahead, Christy.
Ashwin's also going to study those. Ashwin's going to study those bracers while everybody else is bathing.
Right,
so
she
that
took
can
first bath, so
attune
she's
to
got
them.
plenty of time. Basically, as she's getting dressed, maybe she laced them up and is sort of getting herself connected to them, examining them, feeling how they feel on her.
I did use
And
one hit die, and I'm back to max health, so.
Perfect. Yeah, if you want to use hit die, you would take one up to. You get hit dice up to your level. So if you're a level 4, you can roll 4 of your hit dice, and you can regain that hit points during a short rest.
Yep.
And Ashrin sort of feels this connection to these bracers, and Dominic probably doing the same thing with the bow, sort of connecting himself to it. You're sort of studying the intricacies of the craftsmanship, and you're also feeling and seeing how these are going to become a part of you and how they're going to work with you. It's not a sentient object, but it's definitely something to feel connected with. And Ashrin feels like she is more protected when she is wearing these bracers, and she now has a +2 bonus to her AC. Dominic feels like he knows his way around this bow as much as he knew his way around his other bow, and it sort of feels like he knows how to steady himself, and he's going to get better at doing that as he takes those shots. That was the 2 things that were being attuned to. So, anyone else doing anything specific during the short rest?
Can we investigate the rings? Like, is there anything?
I was just gonna say that at some point in the near future, Ashrin would want to cast Detect Magic on those rings just to see if there's anything interesting.
What a
about
smart party!
I
So,
think,
what does
Olga's
Detect Magic
making
do?
some pies right now.
Elgo's making some pies. Some nasty pies.
Wow, I really hope some people come by and check out these nasty pies I've made.
Yeah, can we do, I'd like to gather everyone and go to the tavern, and I want to lay down the rings at a table so that we can all investigate them to make sure nothing is amiss.
No, that's a good plan. That's a good plan, Dominic. Good thinking.
Ramasha's still kind of dripping and kind of shaking his paws as he goes.
The cat thing.
Yeah, like the cats do, like opposite ends.
Yeah.
You alright there, Ramasha?
I am fine. Salt water tends to be drier than these.
That's fair. But hey, you smell like 1,000,000 gold pieces, so.
I'll take it.
If only
We all smell much better, I agree.
You all smell better, yes. You all smell much better.
Oh, joy.
I'll take that drink you are talking about.
I would also like a drink. Just one this time though, not like the other night. I can't do that.
I don't know, you were pretty fun after those few beverages there, good sir.
I'll let you tell me all about it later.
I am a slap on the shoulder.
On the shoulder or on the butt?
Or on the butt.
No, on the shoulder. Come on, you guys.
We're sitting. He can reach my shoulder.
I'd to stand up on the chair, but yeah.
You don't even have to stand up on the chair if we're sitting.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you.
True.
Yeah. I'll lean for it.
All right.
So,
Ben's way down. Here you go. You're like a giraffe.
So Astrid is casting Detect Magic, and Dominic is investigating the ring.
Yep.
I will help.
I assume the party is helping. Yep. Now, can you tell me what Detect does?
Detect Magic says, for the duration, which I can do it for up to 10 minutes, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
Ooh, yes. I forgot about that in-depth piece.
So I should be able to tell if they're magic, and if they are, what kind of magic they have.
Okay.
At the same time, I'd like one of those glowing drinks.
All right, my friend. Those are 2 gold apiece when you're paying on your own.
You said you were helping out, Roland?
I am helping you, yes.
How? Are you just rolling for investigation as well, or?
Well,
helping is just you're standing there helping.
I'm giving you advantage.
Oh, it's just help.
I'm giving you advantage.
Yeah.
But role-playing wise, I would assume like
so
you
I
would
can
look
roll
at the
with
ring, then hand it to me, and I would look at it. But it just gives you advantage.
I literally rolled the same thing twice.
That's amusing.
Is that
happens.
a good thing or a not good thing?
Well, 15.
All right.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
All right.
I'll take that. .gif.
So Ashton's just gonna kind of like wave her hand over the rings and look for any sort of purple glow. Or green glow. Any sort of glow.
Oh, actually, as you are casting this spell,
Okay. Roll initiative.
banded
We're fighting the
the
rings.
the silver ring with the Celtic knots on it actually does start to glow very faintly, and it gives off an aura of abjuration.
Of what?
Of
Abjuration.
what?
Abjuration.
Abjuration.
It is glowing white. It is glowing white.
Yeah, that's abjuration is like Oh, sorry. I'm not a magic person, so I can't say. Roland's not a magic person, so I can't say.
You could make I mean, you could say it out of character, but you could also make an Arcana check.
Well, I have +2 to Arcana. How the heck did I do that?
Oh, cool. Okay.
Astrid, you would make it with advantage because you have arcane
sure.
knowledge.
Okay, I will.
That'd
I
be
will
a
make
7.
one.
So
I have a +4.
I know it's magic.
to-
That's about it.
Pretty
All right,
colors.
come on.
Out of character, abjuration is like just like image distortion and stuff. If memory serves me
That's
correct.
illusion. That's
Um,
illusion.
How do you
So
spell
I've
this word that you're
got
saying?
Arcana.
A-B-J.
Abjuration is the protection spells.
U-R-A-T-I-O-N. Go ahead, Christy.
21 for Arcana.
So yes, abjuration, A-B-J-U-R-A-T-I-O-N.
B
As
like
Bill's-
boy?
B
Correct.
as in boy, J as in jog.
Got the rest.
So like Bill said, Christy, you remember that abjuration is protection magic. The other
All
two
right,
rings
well,
are
I can
not
tell that-
glowing. We'll move on to the investigation after. Go ahead.
Yep. These 2 rings these two rings here with the stones, they don't seem to have any magic associated with them. But this one here, the silver one with the etchings, I think it must have some kind of protection spell associated with it. But I can't tell what kind or how much or anything like that.
Go ahead and roll it.
I think Roland might be calling
I would very much like the ring that helps keep you safe.
It's actually protection from becoming evil. Then all of a sudden you see Grack and he's evil.
As soon as he takes the ring off.
Yeah.
He goes, I love you all. You're so amazing. Yeah, fuck off.
Do I get anything with my 15?
All right, so the
He
investigation.
goes back to normal goblin.
Yeah.
So the silver ring with the Celtic knots that is lightly glowing from Ashran's spell for as long as she holds it up to 10 minutes. This ring just looks like it's very, very finely crafted. Does not look like it's seen in a day and age, which tells you, I don't know if you would know this. Never mind. It just looks really nice shape, even though Grack had been wearing them. The other two
ring.
So the green one, all of the rings are made of silver, and even Roland would be able to tell that too as a dwarf. Just from sight tell that it looks like it's fine silver. The stone looks like an emerald. The green one, the blue one looks like a sapphire. Upon closer inspection of the green one, there is an hourglass inside on the inside of the ring under the stone side.
Okay.
And in the hourglass, so the hourglass is a monogram and there's an F in it. And the blue one has a similar marking, but it is a mountain with with snow on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a W.
What is a monogram?
A monogram is like an initial, like a fancy initial.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh. Is it the same design? The lettering, is it the same design as Ashran's ring?
Either ask her to look at it or make a history check.
Hey, Ashran, this lettering kind of looks familiar. Do you want to take a peek at it, see if it matches your ring?
All right, I can do that.
Greg killed your dad and took his ring.
So
and I'll compare the two.
Okay.
This is Ashran. She has young eyes. She can do this. Christy would have to do this to look at it.
Investigation, Ashran, with advantage because people are helping you. Or you can pass it to someone else if you choose.
I'm
Go
gonna
for
roll.
it.
Why not?
Yeah.
I'll help her out.
Yeah, everyone's helping, so you have you have advantage.
Okay. This is investigation?
Yep.
Yeah, got an 11.
With
Did
advantage?
so well in that other one.
That's
with
okay.
advantage. I rolled
That's
a
okay.
4 to 7.
Because what you are looking at, your question and what you are looking for is if the inscriptions look the same or are similar. And that was a low DC because not only is the font, so the new ring only has an F in the center of an hourglass etched behind, on the inside of the ring under the stone part. Your ring's etching of an hourglass is behind the stone itself. If you look at the stone, you see the hourglass, but it has the word Faywin etched inside the ring. The F's match as far as you can tell. And the hourglasses do look similar. And the stones look exactly the same.
Woo!
We have to talk to Grack. Gave these to you, right?
Now, Grack gave them to you, and during the investigation, Tony, make a history check.
Da. I wish I would
do have
kept...
a +1 to history now instead of 0.
This one's without help.
I wish I would have kept my DM inspiration instead of helping find a lizard. Yep, definitely wish I would have. That is a 2 plus 5 for 7.
Okay. The blue ring is very pretty to you.
This is a nice looking ring. Where did
Can
you
I also do a history check? Or no?
Sure. I mean, sure.
Oh my god. If you roll better than me and I'm the history
Right,
buff,
but
I might
this will also-
quit.
You're gonna have to...
15!
Okay, so what do you know of the world? And your
I'm only 15.
Okay. So you instead can kind of deduce that they're talking about that ring being similar to Ashran's. This is another royal ring.
So
The blue one.
I think this one might be similar to those, in that it's from a royal family.
Oh yeah. Now you're knowing. I see it now that you. Yeah, that's good eye, Dominic. Good eye. Because these look pretty similar to your ring, right, Ashran?
Yeah, the world looks almost the same as the one in mine, and the F looks very similar to the engraving on the inside of mine as well. Like it's the same style etching. Like maybe it was on purpose. We need to talk to Grak.
Yeah. Sounds like before we celebrate our victory, we've got some more investigating we need to do.
Absolutely.
Are they in the jail already? Could we also see the young man we brought here?
Yeah, I actually asked Ridge about that. I would assume they would have taken him to jail right away, but we could pop over and ask, so.
Let us
I would like to
see.
talk to him.
Yeah. Down your drinks. We got some work to do.
Who had fancy stuff?
I had fancy stuff.
So that cost 2 gold.
Okay.
Everyone else who had just beer, it was on the house because of what you did.
Hell yeah.
And also make a constitution check. If you had the special stuff. And Dominic,
the special stuff.
constitution check on your beer.
Oh
Dominic.
no. Oh no, Ramasha.
I need to do a constitution check?
Uh-oh.
No,
On your
Ramasha
beard.
does.
Ramasha
I
might
rolled
be
a
the
Dominic
best.
does as well.
6. I rolled a
Shit.
6.
Dominic's got a hangover.
9.
Okay, so you're not puking, but you felt that.
I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
That's what we call hair of the dog.
Hard pass.
So,
That one-
since the
that
cat
one
got a
sat
fancy
heavy.
Drink, is it
So,
a
oh
fancy
yes,
feast?
you got. What did you get? 7. 6?
I got 6.
6. So as Ramasha downs his shot, as Roland goes, "All right, guys, finish up your drinks." Ramasha does his shot and goes, "Ah!" and lights up like a Christmas light. And does
Starts
that, like,
breathing fire.
we took a shot of vodka, so you're like, and he might need to excuse himself to vomit.
I sound like I'm coughing up a handball.
And
Freaking light coming out of my ears. Oh, just like this. There we go. Perfect.
And meanwhile, me and Ashran are like, these kids can't hold their liquor.
I mean, that drink is pretty strong. And Ramasha didn't
sure,
get to try it last night.
Ah, that's fair.
I'm glad I
That's
stuck
fair.
with beer, though.
So your
So
eyes.
I'm throwing up?
What?
Am I throwing
You
up?
threw up, and your eyes and mouth are just shooting out light like you're a flashlight.
Ear.
Oh, it's not as
Sure,
bright though, because
all
it's the
your
middle of the day,
orifices-
so we're okay.
Yeah, it is daytime, but so it's not like a beam. But yes, you're like a glow stick.
There we go. My hands and my ears.
Cool. All right. Well, Ramasha, you all right over there?
He's gonna clean himself up.
Absolutely glowing.
All right. Well, I guess we'll take a minute, give people a chance. Dominic, you're looking a little green around the gills there.
No. Just feeling good.
Is there a pitcher of water?
Yes, there, Pim can bring you water.
I'm just whole dousing the water.
Pim, apparently we need some waters. No, I'm fine. One of the hiccups had a little
Alright,
extra to it.
Done early.
Suddenly I'm bright in the lighthouse.
I'm fine.
I burped a little up.
And Dominic hasn't had this much
Dominic.
money probably ever as well, because Dominic like was
He
handed all
drank
the
more in the
blankets
last
and
3
stuff.
days than
Make
his
sure
entire life.
I'm gonna hand out everybody's 150. Everybody add 150 to their gold.
Sweet. 150. I have to do math.
It's a good thing Olga's a shopowner because she'd be broke compared to the rest of you.
Yeah, but you run a crappy shop.
Yeah, and we'll discuss what you have for liquid assets too. That'll
Yeah.
be coming. When
All
you
right,
when you go
well-
to leave, you'll kind of collect up your liquid assets.
All right, well, if you two are good, let us make our way over.
So much.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I am good at the moment.
You know, you could save that drink and strap someone to the front of a wagon if you're traveling at night.
Headlights.
Yeah, I guess you could call it real headlights.
Liquid assets and nothing, right? Right, Jeff? Jeff understands me.
Oh my god.
All right, so you folks finish up your drinks, grab some water, grab some food for the lightweights, and I assume to the town hall, which is it used to be basically it was the start of the town, so it was a fort, it was a walled-off fort, and the town expanded from there. So it's the most well-fortified part of the town, and as you walk in the building, there's a clerk basically to greet you, and she's like already heard about everything you've done, and Ridge told that you'd be stopping by, so she's like, "Oh, the adventurers are here! I heard you killed a chimera. That thing we would have all been done for. You saved us, and Ashrin, look at you, just a beautiful young woman out there on your own. I can't believe you're home."
Dino, it is a pleasure, my lady.
Ah, yes. Hello, Mr.
Sea Roamer, Ramasha Sea Roamer, if you prefer.
Mr. Sea Roamer. It's very nice to meet you, Mr. Sea Roamer.
It is a pleasure to meet you as well.
You've quite helped our town. Very much appreciated.
Most assuredly as well, yes. Could you please direct us to the inmates you have brought in here, the one that we brought sooner and the ones we brought later?
All folks that are awaiting trial or judgment are downstairs in the basement cells. You can see George over there. He's got he can take you downstairs. Just don't bring any weapons, please. Don't give them any weapons.
Oh wait,
Check
don't
your
bring
weapons
or don't.
right-
Okay, check weapons. Okay.
You can check your weapons right by the basement door.
I'm not sure you've heard, dear lady, but I am a weapon.
Oh, I'm so.
Ramasha, you charmer, you wily charmer, you.
Hold on, let me hack up a furball.
Oh, and your
Ramasha's
eyes
gonna
are still
send,
glowing, so she's just like,
I am a weapon.
Is Ramasha going to send love letters to Sindel in prison?
Right.
Yeah.
Pen pal
I am
program.
a pirate.
Yeah.
I am a pirate.
All right. Well,
So this human kind of walks up. He's like, "Oh, all right, folks. There's a rack right here. Please place your weapons there if you wouldn't mind. Don't want any accidents happening. No one will
Understood.
touch your stuff while we're downstairs."
all right.
Actually, who's this guy?
Just a guy working
George.
at the.
He's just like the
George.
bailiff or whatever.
He's like the bailiff. Yeah.
Oh, okay. As I'm taking off my weapons and so forth, I'm gonna take out my flintlock, and you don't happen to have any ammunition for this, do you? Then you put it in the basket.
Oh. Well, I suppose we could check with storage.
That would be most excellent. We'll take care of our business. I'll come see
He's
you
looking
after.
at it, he's like, I haven't seen a gun in years.
Oh yeah, so that's right. And a bow, and I can't take these.
You also, you're kind of given little stalls to put all your stuff, so you don't have to remove it from your sheets or anything. I promise, I'm not going to mess with you. You just have to take it off before you go downstairs.
Sure.
Like, oh yeah, remove all your weapons. You're all arrested. You have to meet with this guy called Iceland.
Wrong campaign.
Can I put
Travelers.
all of my stuff in my bag of holding and keep it on me, or no?
Would you be trying to do that without being seen?
Putting it in the cubby sounds good.
Yeah.
You can put it all in the bag and then just hang the bag on the cubby.
There you go.
That sounds good too.
All right.
All right,
I
so
have a lot of
George,
stuff.
he's like, thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. You understand. We got to be safe. And he's bringing you downstairs. So you go down into the cellar of this giant keep. Basically, is what this building is. It's the only one bigger than Ben's, and it is. So you go down, and there's like some meeting rooms and stuff like that, some storage rooms. You go down another like long length of hallway, turn down, and now you've come into sort of an open area that's just separated into not really just like small town jail cell kind of thing. There's 6 of them, and all but 1 are full with people you all recognize.
All right, so before we like walk into like the main area, like as we like get right to the bottom of the stairs, I want to like not huddle up with the group, but just kind of like do one of these like come here real quick, and then just say, all right, so Ramasha and I will go and talk to the guy we brought in yesterday because something still needs sitting right there. You two, Dominic and Ashton, you go talk to our buddy with the ring, Greg. Thank you.
Lord of the Rings.
Terrible in names. Terrible in names. Go talk to Greg
I
and find out what you can about the rings.
wanted to talk to our friend.
Why don't you help Ashrin out first, and then you can come over after you find out what you can. No? All right. Well, fine then.
Such a teenager.
Such a teenager.
Fine. I will go with Ashrin and talk to
You all
Greg.
can go talk to the. I don't think I'm gonna need any help with Greg.
Okay.
I mean, unless
All right.
you really think I.
No, I mean, if you think.
I mean, I do roll pretty terribly, but you know.
What are you
Maybe
talking
he'll-
about?
Anyway, he's not going to
Be
hurt
nice.
anyone.
Christy, you get inspiration
Exactly.
for that.
Hey.
I already have inspiration.
Nice.
But thanks.
Okay. All right. Well, if you think you could talk to Greg on your own, go for it. 3 of us will go and talk to
I
our
think
friend
so.
that we brought in
been
yesterday.
the friendliest of the bunch, so
That's
I think
true.
I'll be fine.
That's true. All right. So 3 of us will go and talk to our mysterious buddy and see what we can find out.
So as you walk into this sort of like, it sort of looks like an elementary school gymnasium. That's what it feels like, but separated into.
Oh God, we're not playing dodgeball, are we?
1/3 is open. That's the area you step into, and then the rest of it is sort of like cell, and then 2 cells in the back. So it's like
Okay.
that.
If you can dodge an axe, you can dodge a ball.
What?
And as you enter, and George opens the door, he's like, "All right, everybody, look alive." And there were a few people lounging and stuff like that. Sindel looks at you, and she actually kind of perks up. She's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
We've got. Wow. We've got to talk to our friend over there.
Who do you gesture to?
The one guy that we brought in. the other day.
Okay. So he's facing the wall, and Sindel's just like, "Oh, okay."
A tear in her eye.
Hey, I already gave her my
She's
2
gonna
cents,
get a-
so.
Yeah.
She's gonna get
So
a
I'm-
prison tattoo of a tear underneath her eye.
No, that you got to kill someone to do that. I thought.
Yep.
I thought.
I did
I mean,
not.
I don't know. Look, I don't know. I don't
No.
know. I don't know.
You got to kill someone on the inside to get a
If you
teardrop.
had done
And if you
worse-
have a teardrop without killing someone, you're considered a poser,
A
and generally get beat up
poser.
for that. Not that
If
I've
you
been to prison or
had
anything.
done worse against the Chimera, they might have attacked you.
All right.
In the
Anyway.
turn.
I have a lot
I'm
of
looking at-
questions.
Yeah, I look at Sindel, I give a nod, and then I make my way towards our mysterious individual.
I'd like to roll some insight on Pink.
Yeah. Not that that I've ever been a prisoner or anything, but I know.
Anyway.
He's like 20. He's never been to prison.
I've been inside of prison. I've never been to prison.
Good to know.
All right.
Counts.
So your good old buddy is sitting on. So each cell has a bed, like a platform for a bed kind of thing, and that's it. And a hole in the floor. And your buddy is sitting cross-legged on the bed, facing the wall, back to the cell.
All right. So I walk up to the bars and start to say something, and I stop myself. And I turn to Dominic and I say, "Why don't you get the first go?"
Oh, right.
On the spot.
Hang, let me get in character.
Just turns around.
Turns around.
What's
my motivation?
Decided how this is gonna go. Cool.
What's my motivation? I don't want to talk to anyone.
No.
Large amounts of pink hair since been in prison.
That's good to see.
How's the back look?
That you're still here, and they've not done anything with you yet.
He does not even turn around.
But you turned around.
It's because I wanted to talk to you. Do you want me to turn around again?
No, I'm just kidding.
So he does not acknowledge your presence and make a perception check. You can't necessarily see his face, but let's see.
Is he still alive?
Okay, he's sitting
I'm
up.
blind.
You're
Not
blind.
one.
Not one! Oh no!
He's thinking about lizards right now. He's like, damn,
So,
I need to catch
yeah.
another lizard.
So you can't like see his face or anything, so he just doesn't acknowledge you at all, and you can't even tell if he's awake. He is breathing, but he's just sitting there.
Not one. I know he's alive. That's nice.
It's huge.
I just kind of look at Roland and I'm like, do you want to track?
Okay. All right. All right. So I walk up to the bars and I go, I wanted to reiterate what we talked about yesterday about how the more people know, the more they're going to be able to help. It obviously sounds like you got into a situation and you might be in maybe a little bit further in than you were wanting or expecting to. Now, what you can give us and give, Sheriff Ridge could go a long way to giving you the safest opportunity out of this as possible. So, anything, literally anything you can tell us about, who, like, leadership structure, who you're working for, where you came from, where you're based out of, anything can help us take down or uncover whatever situation you've gotten yourself into.
You kind of, first of all, make a persuasion check.
Persuasion check. What's my persuasion? Yeah,
Dominic, you could help with that since you already started.
Gotta get a ruling on that?
What's that? No, you're making a persuasion roll.
Yeah.
Dominic's perception was to see if, like, he could even
yeah.
see if the dude was awake.
Can we?
Okay.
Oh, to help? No.
Dominic puts him.
This is straight.
Oh, basically it's gonna be like each of us gets a shot. Okay. That's cool. Come on. Only +1. That is only 11 + 1 for 12.
Alright. So, the guy's sitting there, and he kind of is like, huh. He chuckles, and he turns around.
Hey, I got him to turn around. Dominic, I got him to turn around.
Yeah, old guy.
And he looks at you and he's like, you still don't understand. You killed my men, you took me in, and now I have to face. I don't need your help, and believe me, no one wants to hear what I have to say. Because it's not good news.
We're not trying to help you. We're trying to get you to help us. What makes you think that we actually want to help you? We're trying to get information from you, not for you.
What makes you think that I would share anything with you after you slaughtered my men?
On the contrary, I was actually trying to help him.
Help him? The bandit?
Well,
yes.
It's good to know
it was
that
cute.
we kept someone in charge, I suppose.
It was so cute that y'all wanted to lie for the poor little bandit who was in over their head. Don't worry. That'll work on someone someday. They'll be looking for an out. If I want like your bait and said I had no idea what I'd gotten into. It was all just so... My life's been so hard. I've seen enough.
Have you
owe
though?
me nothing.
Have you though?
Watched my men die at your hands, so I'd say that was enough for now.
You were the one that started it.
Our hands?
You were the one that started it. Keep that in mind.
How loud did you say that, Dominic?
Plain as day.
You say?
Would you like to die by our hands?
So, the two things happen simultaneously. The prisoner gets a glint in his eyes, and he's like, "Are you gonna make this easier on me?" And he stands up and starts walking towards the edge of the bars. And then George is like, "Hey, folks, we didn't bring any weapons, but we also don't like to do like lots of threatening down here. This isn't
All right,
a
all right.
dungeon.
So
right where he
Hold on.
is.
This isn't a dungeon over in Emerald Shores. Come on.
all right,
let's
yeah.
be civil.
So at this point, I am trying to make Dominic, how close did you get to the
The
bars?
prisoner is just standing there smirking.
Move.
What?
I didn't move. I didn't get closer or anything. I'm still
Okay,
standing
alright.
where I was.
Okay.
The prisoner stood up and
Okay.
walked towards
Yeah.
the bars.
Yep. All right. So I am
And he's standing there right at the edge.
once again trying to position myself kind of like Dominic standing there all demeaning, and there's like if we were doing a shot from a show or a movie, you'd see like my forehead kind of like walk in frame.
It's a Mike Wazowski and Sully situation.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to
That's
make
awesome.
sure I stay in between them. Even though I know there's bars in between them, I'm trying to kind of be like,
So he's looking down at you.
You just see hands. Hey guys,
And up at
and I'm
you.
like,
guys.
look,
And this guy's stone-faced, other than the smirk at Dominic when he said, "Would you like to die by my hands?"
like look.
right, well-
All right, go ahead, Ramasha. Sorry.
Roland's working on calming, trying to get him
Yeah,
in
yeah.
there and so forth. I'm just gonna walk up to what's this guy's name? Do we even find that out?
No.
I'm gonna walk up to Guy.
He's in the cell, so
Yeah.
you can only stand next
Not
to
to be
Dominic.
confused with Fling Guy.
Yeah, not Flint Guy, but Cell Guy. Listen, things could very well go in your favor, and I'm telling you from one less than lawful character to another. Things don't always have to go the way of what the royals want out in the world. You can come along once you've done your time, down to my people, and you could join us. Or you can keep this chip on your shoulder and continue on this path. Does not matter to me, but you don't have to.
Sure. I could take you up on that offer. Act real nice and sweet, and then take everything you have. Y'all are naive. Good luck out there.
And I'm gonna say, I think it's really cute how you changed your story from being this terrified guy that didn't want to die and was afraid of the boogeyman trying to get him into being this stone-hardened killer after spending a day behind bars. You know what? I gave you a shot. I gave you a chance to try to come clean, try to do something with yourself. You're gonna go and be Mr. Tough Guy. You know what? If you two want to talk to him, keep going. Otherwise, I've had my fill of this particular individual. Enjoy prison, and whatever happens after that, I hope it works out in your favor. And I just turn and walk away, don't even wait for a response.
Sure doesn't take much to fill you up, old man.
Oh, and then I stop.
He's so I need to calm myself. He is quietly thrilled with his comment. And it was definitely a short joke.
And I look at him.
It's like someday, in fact, I bet you already did. But if you didn't already, someday you're gonna save the wrong person, old man. It's gonna bite you. You're lucky you didn't save me.
Just remember, the tallest tree.
My friends, everybody.
Just remember, the tallest tree in the forest may look intimidating, but can still be taken down with one axe swing. And then I turn around and walk away.
He just smirks.
And I give him the finger.
And I give him the finger.
And give
No,
him
you
a
have to do
hat
it.
and a
You have to do
hi-ya,
it.
and I kick you.
No, I'm kidding. I don't.
You have to do it the way that Morag did.
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding. I don't do that, but I do walk away feeling. Punk kid think he could get the last word on me? I'll show him. Back, when he wasn't even in diapers, I was killing wyverns. Just killed a chimera like an hour ago. This young punk. I'm like, in my head, I'm like doing this. I'm like, I took down 3 owl bears by myself. This young punk kid think he's get the best of me.
I would like to go up to George, right? That's the gatekeeper.
He's
I'd
right
like to go
behind you.
to George
Because
and
of the
ask.
altercation that almost happened, so yeah.
Yeah. I would just like to ask quietly and just be like, does he have a name? Has he given any sorts of surname or anything?
Unfortunately, we haven't gotten anything out of him. As it stands, he's set to be hanged after trial. If he doesn't speak a word, the evidence is that he attempted to murder all of you, and these bandits have been attacking caravans on their way to Fraymore for months.
On their way to Fraymore?
Back and forth. The road between Fraymore and Hazelport has had a problem with bandits. The spike has been over the last few months, and we haven't had a single attack. Like, there was more than one a day, and there hasn't been anything since you brought these folks in.
Have you...
Are we all over there?
Are there
Or is it
any
just-
You're all in the
survivors?
same area.
Are there
Yeah,
any
I
other
walked
survivors?
back over to the door because I'm kind of like, well, I had my conversation. I'm good. So I'm hanging out the door waiting for everyone else to
We've
resolve.
had folks that have survived and run from their camp. Basically, the bandits have been looting anything that looks of value as it goes by.
Right.
Traveling
Could
caravans
these
and things like
other
that.
survivors give a description on this man?
We've been asking around to see if anyone recognizes him individually, but the bandits themselves have been a common problem. So I'm not going to be surprised if we don't find someone. Ridge would know more than me. But we've also put word down to Hazelport to see if they have folks that were also attacked along the road. The case is going to be built against him. He's not just going to be hung with no evidence. He'll stay here until we have a case, or until he talks if he wants, which he just talked to you, and I did hear him say that the men you brought in were his men. So that would that's definitely admissible for sure.
Which is certainly interesting. I think he just wants to die because
I think so too.
he was taking orders from them. But I have a question for you. I'm assuming I need to bring this to Ridge. What would it take to release him and maybe follow him to the bandit's lair?
Oh, gee, you would have to talk to Ridge about that, but this man doesn't seem very cooperative.
Yeah. For another time. For right now, what do you have for ammunition?
Oh, we'll check that upstairs. I haven't been able to go check because I have to watch y'all while you're doing your visit.
My apologies.
No problem.
Ashrin, go.
I just want to try
You
and
guys
get his
done?
name.
His name? Oh, okay. What would you like to do?
What's your name? Ezekiel!
Oi, what's your name? You in the cell. What's your name?
Hey, Fernando. Nope,
Hey.
didn't work.
Didn't work.
Tom?
Josh.
George.
Dang.
Franklin?
Phineas.
Phineas? Shing Shing?
Shing,
Shing, shing!
We can keep going.
All of
Okay.
a sudden he looks up.
Oh god.
Good, die.
I just wanna walk back up to it and
To it.
how can I tell like how old he is roughly?
So you're 15, and he's also a human. So you have to make no, you don't have to make a check. He looks at around 5 to 10 years older than you.
Okay.
Oh, that would make me even more angry. Be like, young pups and murder.
Young whippersnappers. Okay, so
I was killing wyverns when his grandparents were in diapers.
Well, and Roland has a
Ridiculous.
very high passive perception. Roland, you see he looks young for his. You would have seen he looks young for his age, but can see some wrinkles around his eyes.
Oh, that's right. We did this before.
Yeah.
You already rolled to see
So
how
he
old
looks.
he was.
He looks old. Like he looks young, but he's definitely. Seen
He's not old, but he's not a young kid.
He's seen.
And also, we had rolled before to see if he was
But
just
to you, he looks like that cool adult age.
looking to see
young
if he was like
adult
a
age.
farmer or something. But as it turned
Well,
out, he
I
was
want to
just
be like you, dude.
I want to be like you when I grow up, mister.
It's true.
Except not, because I
I
don't
want
want
to
to
be like
a
you.
butthole.
Woo woo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah! Alright, so I'm gonna go up to him and I'm just gonna say... I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really care what you do and what you've done in this lifetime, or the next, or the one previous. I need you to answer one thing. What's your name?
What's your name again, friend?
Mine. My name is Dominic Ramont.
Well, Dominic, I'm not gonna give you my name, but I will give you a tip. Don't tell people you need something from them. Because you sure won't get it then.
How big are the bars?
Big enough that you would not be able to physically in them, probably.
Okay, but can my arm fit through them?
Prison.
Oh. God, yes.
So, yes, probably.
No.
George is right behind you.
Yeah.
All three of us are gonna go. No, 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 no.
I mean, at this point, he's not given any indicator about anything, so I'm just like, I'm still watching, but I'm not in like attention mode.
Yeah, Ashrin's over. Like, I'm
Oh,
assuming
God.
Ashrin's talking to Grack during this time, so.
So what's gonna happen is, as you try to reach through the bars, you're going to roll initiative with George, who's gonna try to grab you to stop you.
George, come on.
It's his job.
It's his job. What do you think you're doing, Dominic?
Although he got a 1, so.
Oh, good.
Dominus
Well,
gonna end up in there.
I got a 5. So that makes 10 for me on initiative.
So it's gonna happen. You're gonna reach through and what? Try to grab him by the shirt or something?
Yeah, I just want to grab his collar.
Okay, so as you do that, George is also on top of you trying to grab you off.
Rude.
So you
Not really.
and he gets to make a dex check to get away from you as well because he's in the cell. So he is able to, sorry. He's able to kind of like wiggle away from you. You grabbed his shirt, but he like pulled back and is back against the wall and he goes, "Oh, he's a little feisty man, huh?" And George is like, Dominic, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave if you're gonna try to start problems with the prisoners. And he's not like yanking you, but he's trying to get you back from the bars.
George, I don't want problems. I want answers.
Why don't you leave
And
that
he just
to the
kind of like
judges?
shrugs him off.
Why don't you leave as long as you're back from the bars?
All right.
He will let go of you.
Does this prison have
Yeah,
torture?
yeah.
And can Dominic participate?
Does it have what?
Does this prison have
Torture.
torture? And then can Dominic participate?
I've
No,
seen some things.
George
Okay.
said, like George said, this isn't an Emerald Shores dungeon.
All right. So, at seeing that, then I make a beeline over, and I grab Dominic by the scruff of the shirt, and I go, "What the hells do you think you're doing? You're gonna get yourself thrown in here too with him." And I'm gonna try to
And?
yank him over to the door.
I pull back and I say, "And?"
I am rolling a strength check to move you. I don't care if you've got higher strength than me. I'm doing it.
Contested strength, yes.
I don't care.
I must say, I'm going to walk over and just kind of pat Dominic on the head.
Also, you have help from George, so you have an advantage, Tony.
Ha ha ha!
24.
Okay, that's not gonna be great. Yeah, no. So
After this,
that is a 13.
okay, so this will be the end of so we're going to rewind in a moment to come back to Ashrin talking to Grak, and this altercation will mark the end of their conversation. What were you gonna say?
I was going to walk over to Dominic and just kind of pat him on the head. "Oh, you are a feisty one, aren't you?"
All right, so that will all happen at that time. Okay. So when we first walked down, Ashrin had gone straight to Grak, and Grak,
yes,
was probably excited to see Ashrin walking over to him.
So, Grak just sees Ashton come and says, "Oh, Ashton, are you doing visiting hours? Did you want to talk to me? We can talk. That'd be cool. It's very, I mean, I have my people here, but like, it gets lonely. It's nice to talk to people."
Hey, Grak. I had some questions actually about some of the things that you gave to Dominic, because they had some interesting etchings and things in them. So I was definitely coming to say hi and to ask about those rings that you gave to Dominic, because they're the ones with the gems in particular were very interesting. Where did you get them?
Oh, yeah, they're beautiful rings, aren't they? I actually got them from my friend Penelope. She told me to hang on to them before she left. I don't know what they're about. I just thought they were rings, but she said they were special and that I should keep them safe, and she didn't really tell me anything else, and I haven't seen her in months. I have no idea where she's at, but I've been keeping them safe for her, and I figured you guys could keep them safe for her while I'm in here, because I would hate to lose them here.
Can you tell me a little bit more about Penelope? How do you know her? Do you know where she was going?
Well, I met her in...
I just want to make sure I know if I see her.
Yeah, I met her in
Nice.
Hazelport one time. We were just we met at this pie shop. Really terrible pies, by the way.
Brennan! Yes!
But we met there, and she said that there was this old lady there. I forget her name, but she made these really terrible pies, but she was kind of mean. And she said not to pay too much attention to her because she's got her own thing going on. But she said she had to meet her or something, but that to take these rings to keep them safe because I guess this old lady can't be trusted around shiny objects. I don't know. But I told her I would keep them safe for her, and that's kind of the last I saw of her. I have no idea where she went.
Genius, Brennan. That was perfect. For the little bit I give him, that was so. If you have any more roles tonight, Brennan, you have inspiration. That's great.
Hey.
Oh, nice. Let me just make sure I understood this. So he met Penelope in Hazelport in the pie shop with terrible pies with the mean old lady. And Penelope gave the rings to Grak to keep them safe from the mean old lady, essentially.
Yeah, because I was like, there's no guarantee that the mean old lady would steal them, but just in case, because
And the docks is a shady place.
Uh,
And that's where the pie shop is, so. Now, Ashrin, if you want to, you can make a history check to see if you've heard of a pie shop in Hazelport in the docks.
I would love to do that. History? Is that what we said?
Because you don't go to the docks often.
No. So that's 15 total.
15. So you do think you recall this place that has like this rhyming name. It's something like crappy something. Oh wait, it's Nasty Pasty. And I'll leave it up to you whether you've actually been in there, but you've for sure heard stories about the awful pies and everyone wondering how this woman stays in business.
I'd be willing to bet that Ashrin's never been there, but she's heard of it. I feel like that's like, a word on the street sort of thing. Like, why does this place even open? It's terrible. And it's like a joke, maybe like for tourists or newcomers to town to send them there when they ask for recommendations if it's somebody you don't like, that sort of thing. So
now, with disadvantage, you can make a history check to see if you remember a Penelope coming through the Copper Fox.
I will do that. Let's see here. Disadvantage. This is gonna go well. Oh damn it! One of them was a nat 20.
Aww.
the other one's a 9, but I have +4, so 13.
All right. So you actually have probably you've heard of a few people named Penelope. It's not a super common name, so like you can picture the few people you have heard of specifically that you've been introduced to named Penelope. No one is standing out that had a lot of jewelry. You didn't get a lot of details from Grak, but you have heard the name around Hazelport, and it's not unheard of for things like people to dump things. Like maybe you're sort of getting the feeling like Grak got dumped with stolen goods.
Mm.
But it's not unheard of that maybe you had also heard of someone like this around the area, and you have heard of the pie shop.
Talk a bit more about what Penelope looks like.
Well, she's an elf. She's kind of been around a while. She's an elf, and she has blonde hair and green eyes. I know that for sure. I don't know if you've ever seen her before. She goes to Hazelport pretty often, actually.
What sort of does she do?
All I know is she spends a lot of time in the docks. I don't know what she does there. So I didn't actually meet her for the first time in the pirate shop. It's just where I met her when she gave me the rings. But I did meet her at the bar in Hazelport, and we kind of shared a few drinks and we talked, and we kind of just became kind of good friends from there. And if I ever needed something, I could ask her, or if she ever needed something from me, she could ask me. And so she's more like contact, I guess you could say. good friend, but also a contact in case I ever needed assistance.
See her. Is there a message or anything you'd like me to pass along?
I would just tell her I'd really like to see her again, and you can tell her where I am. Maybe she can come visit me. It's been a while. And I'd really like to see her.
That's awesome.
Greg is so cute. If Olga ever dies, you have to become Grak.
I do love Grak.
Right.
Oh, I'm fully prepared to still voice Grak, Sindel, not Sindel, but Grak,
Yep.
Preet, and Karis.
The whole
even some
gang.
Wild Olga.
Yeah, if you
The whole,
run
the
into
whole gang.
the low elves again.
Absolutely. I am definitely for that.
And so
Um,
now, if you want to, now that he has given you a description, without disadvantage, you can make one more history check on this Penelope person.
All right. One more history check.
Rack your brain.
That is 21.
Oh my gosh! All right, so you're thinking
Much
hard, and
Yes.
there has been a blonde Penelope in the Copper Fox and around Hazelport, and she strikes you that you didn't think of her sooner because she kind of makes you think of Sindel in the way that she's very showy. She's very always at the gambling tables. She's always showing off, and she's always got some new story to tell. So you yourself would not have been surprised to find out that she was among the underbelly of the city, and possibly, basically, I don't want to make assumptions for you, but it almost is like, oh, so she's probably a thief, kind of thing.
Grak has a certain taste in women, I'm seeing.
Women that take advantage of him. He's a good soul.
Maybe Grak likes to be dominated by women. You never know.
Oh,
Didn't need that.
Oh,
Did not
man.
need that.
And all of
Did
a
not
sudden,
need
I see Grak in a new light.
I mean, we do have Dom.
Oh.
Haha.
That's how I've been abbreviating Dominic's name in my notes, and now I can never do that again.
No!
She's got to go back to the notes, right?
the
Dominic,
Dom.
And Nick in
I
everything.
dated my
I
mom!
was gonna say Dominic will now be Nick in my notes.
There you go.
I need an adult.
All right.
I need
All
an
right.
adult. No.
God. Well, Grak, is there if there's any like letters you would like me to send to anyone or carry to Hazelport or anything, let me know, and I'm happy to pass along word if anybody asks, or if I see anyone, or if you'd like me to pass word along to anybody. I'm happy to about where you are.
Well, actually, I do have this note that I kind of wrote for her. I meant to mail it off, but we kind of got busy with the field and the Chimera and everything, and then now obviously I'm here. I don't have it on me. You could ask the guard, because he took my stuff. He might be able to find it in there.
Took my stuff, the big meanie.
Does that have a name on the front so we make sure we don't take anything that you don't intend us to
Yeah,
take?
no, it says Penelope on it. It's
With a bunch of
somewhere in
kisses all around it.
Bunch of heart, bunch of
How many
triangles and
letters
threes.
are there?
Perfumed.
Yeah.
So before I do this transition, oh, go ahead. I did want to check. Was there other things we wanted to cover before I say that you're going to hear the altercation?
I can't really think of anything else. That's kind of the most I wanted to talk about. I got, I think, all the information I need for my next steps.
So sort of as you're wrapping up your conversation, you can hear voices raising behind you. And if you turn around, and Grak does see this behind Ashrin, Dominic reaching in the bars and trying to grab the other prisoner by the collar, and George kind of trying to back him off of the bars, and basically getting to this point where, like, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave if you're gonna be causing problems in here.
I shrug him off.
over in that direction then.
Yeah, so I did my grab. I failed to grab, and I said, "What are you doing? You're gonna get yourself thrown in here. Come on, let's go."
Now, shrug it off. Did you mean you stop, or you tried to?
Well,
try
I rolled
to
a
go?
13. Dominic rolled a
Me?
24.
Oh, Dominic.
So, yeah.
I shrug George off as he's bringing me backwards from.
Shrug him off and stop, or shrug him off and try to keep going.
Just shrug him off and stop.
Okay, if you stop, then it's not contested. Okay. Yeah. So
But
he's
then
like,
I grabbed him and tried to like pull him away.
Yeah, back him
and then
up,
that's
and-
when we
yeah.
did the strength, and he outdid me.
Yeah.
So
So, and George is like, all right, guys, I understand your frustration, but he's just a criminal. Don't let him get in. I don't know why my accent changed.
that's all right. Yeah. So go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say at that point, I would like to go over to Sindel and just say, "Get what you can. Send me a letter."
She nods and she gives you a wink.
Get ready for freaking grandpa mode now. Jeez. Here we go. So, I'm assuming at this point we're all marching up the stairs.
Yeah, if you're not in the middle of the room, you can be going back up. Yeah, and
Excellent
George is
timing,
like-
yes. So, George, do tell me about this ammunition.
As
Oh,
we're
yeah,
walking
why
up,
don't-
Ashton's
why don't
gonna
we
turn
go
around
check
and
the
wave to Grack,
storage?
by the way. Just
He waves back.
Oh, yeah, Ramasha, I'll take you to check the storage, but I need everybody else upstairs first.
Yeah.
So George is at the back of the line with
I'll
Ramasha. Dominic going up first.
I'm right behind. I'm
Alright,
gonna,
so
and
Ashton in the
I'm
middle.
seething. I'm seething at this point.
Go ahead, Ashton.
Still a Clydesdale.
as we're walking up, Ashton's gonna ask George about the letter in Grack's stuff that
Okay.
he asked her to hand
Yeah,
off.
I can check the belongings for that as well.
Great, thank you.
And he walks off with Roland Ramasha. As you come up the stairs and through the door, and you're all getting your weapons back, he's walking with Ramasha
All right.
back to storage, and he can hand you the letter.
I'm going to turn to Roland and just say, "All right, let me have it."
What the hells do you think you were doing? You know, you could have gotten yourself into a ton of trouble by trying to do that. And for what? That guy's scum. He at this point doesn't care about himself. He doesn't care about anybody else. And all you're going to do is get yourself hurt, get yourself in trouble, get yourself thrown in there next to everybody down there. You need to start thinking more. You know, you can't just go flying off the handle and make these rash decisions without thinking about what's going on around you. It's stuff like this, Miro, that's going to get you in trouble. And you
I was gonna
need
say that was coming.
you need someone here to take care of you, to help you out, Miro. And if you don't start doing that, you're going to lose people that care about you.
Oh, he's talking to Dominic, but Ashrin would notice as well the name.
Yeah.
Roland.
What?
That's Dominic.
Yeah, I know it's Dominic.
That's not Marrow.
And at this point, I go red. I grab my hammer, throw it on my back, and I walk outside.
Red face rolling.
I'm gonna go after him.
There we go.
Which means
Go
he's
after
gonna
him,
beat
like-
I'm
me
gonna
to the
grab all my
door.
junk.
Go after him.
I'm gonna grab all my junk and then I'm gonna go after him.
Which means
Don't
he's gonna
grab
beat
me.
me to the door.
I'm
Can't
gonna
grab
beat you in
you
one
from cover.
stride. One stride, instantly there.
Are you gonna wait till you get out to talk to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
So we'll
just
do this
making
first. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So
This
as you
first?
two exit,
Oh,
as you two
yeah.
exit, go ahead.
Yeah, I was. I'm making a beeline for the tavern.
Okay. for once and probably the only time during this entire campaign, I'm gonna say, Roland, stop.
I'm gonna keep going.
You little son of a bitch, get back here now.
He's like running.
Whoa!
And then at that point, I stop. I don't turn around, but I stop.
Thank you. And he catches up to him. Listen, I understand where you're coming from in all of this, and I appreciate it very much. And I'm sure in the future that I'll be more willing to hear you and to understand, but you have to understand me. I've been on my own. I haven't had a father. Ever. It was just me and my mum. And my horrible stepfather, who I don't count as one of my own. I really do, and I'm fully talking to his back. I'm not going in front of him, by the way. I fully understand that you have had a past, and that I will not even begin to understand a fraction of that past. Mostly because you're old. But I need you to know that we will learn together. But I need you to trust me in my process, because I'm young, but I'm not stupid.
I'm gonna turn around.
Bawling.
I am crying.
I'm trying not to, IRL.
There's pain. There's
been
pain
several
in
of
his-
these conversations.
I'm gonna look at
there's
Dominic.
probably-
I'm gonna look
I was
at
gonna say,
Dominic.
There's probably pain in your eyes that he's
I'm
not
gonna look
seen
at-
before.
I'm gonna look at Dominic, and I'm gonna say, Miro is my grandson. And he made a lot of decisions. He was trying to make a lot of decisions that I made when I was younger. And I, for the gods, just tried to at least let me help him. And he just had so much to prove. But he was strong. Is. I wipe a tear. He is strong. Wherever he is strong. And I see so much of that in you. And it gives me a lot of pride. And it also terrifies me. And I don't want you to end up like him. And I'm sorry that you had a terrible family. I'm sorry your stepfather treated you like crap. I want you to know, I will care for you like you've never been cared for before. And I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna like jab my finger into his chest and be like, I don't want to say you don't know what you're doing, because obviously not. But damn it, this old man's been around for a long time. And he knows a thing or two about stuff. And I'm gonna do like flat hand on the chest. Just know that I want you to do good. I want you to turn out good. And I'm gonna step back and kind of like try to gather myself a little bit.
Tony, please add inspiration to your sheet.
I'm going to just stand for a second, let him compose himself, and I'm just gonna say, Will, old man, it's a good thing I've got a good teacher. Let's go get a drink.
And I lose it again, and I run up and I hug him.
Does he get down on his knees this time and give him a full hug?
Yes!
Pick him up like a dwarven teddy bear.
No, yeah, that one. I'm just gonna pick him up. He's gonna go in for the hug, and I'm just gonna scoop him.
That's
And
absolutely beautiful.
I am all for it, and I'm hugging hard. I'm a hard hugger.
I would say, probably, I don't know that you've said it yet, and I think it was meant to be inferred this time when you said Miro's your grandson, and that he went
didn't say
off, that he went missing, or that he is missing. That
Uh,
he is strong, but that you don't know where he is.
yeah.
Kind of, like, is I think
Well,
that
I
was meant
said
to be inferred.
I said was, and then I corrected myself and said is.
Right. Right.
Like
Okay.
in character, I did.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. I must have not heard that.
Yeah, I kind of got that impression that he doesn't know where he
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
I knew
So I
from
said
previous
was.
sessions.
Okay, I wasn't
said-
sure how much it had been said. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
It was
I overheard a
beautiful.
conversation.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful, Tony. And so these two have gone out ahead. They were having their conversation and had headed to the tavern after their conversation. Ramasha was off in storage. Trin I don't know if you followed or waited for Ramasha.
I probably would have read what was going on because
Read the
Asher
room.
knew about Miro.
Yeah.
I read the room and was like, that needs to happen. I'll wait here for Ramasha. And
Yeah.
yeah.
So, Ramasha, as you have gone along with George, he's like, oh yeah, let's see. Grax said Penelope. There's a letter for Penelope here. There's also a few others. Do you need all of them or just the one for Penelope?
Oh, which ones are those?
In Grax stuff. He's asking Ramasha. Because Atrin had asked you to grab the letter for Penelope.
Yep,
And
I'm
there
just
is one that
asking.
says
I'm a
Penelope.
pirate.
Yeah.
Which ones are those?
Which ones? Oh, well, there's one for...
He mentioned some names. I was just curious. Which...
Alan, Margaret, Jennifer, Jessica. You only mentioned Penelope.
I did. Yes, it was
Mambo number
around.
5.
A
little Penelope in my life, a little bit of Jessica. Oh, Jessica!
Jessica.
Jessica.
My God.
Jessica is one of the barmaids at Copper Fox.
Does Ramasha know that?
I don't know if Ramasha knows that.
But Ashrin does.
I don't know. But how
She's not
many
there.
letters?
Ash
How many
is waiting
letters?
in the lobby, twirling her ring,
Six
plotting
total.
her next move.
6. I'm just gonna take note of this 6 others or
There are 6 total.
6 total.
And he can give you the Penelope one.
I'm not hearing. I'm not hearing the other
French,
name that
guys.
he had mentioned, so I'll just go with Penelope.
All right, here you go. And then if you'll just follow me down this way. Yeah, let me see. He's going through a closet, kind of looking through barrels and boxes. He's like, I know I saw years and years ago someone had a gun. Oh, wait. Hold on. He's going through another barrel. And he's like, I see. Wait, I think I've got one. A single bullet, my friend.
Okay, it's been replenished. But
We even have the powder for it. Here you are. A little
Oh.
packet of powder, little bullet. There you are.
I'm gonna go all Kronk on him. Thanks, here, bud. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Thank you, my
You
friend.
don't see guns around. Can I look at it?
Of course. While we're at it, where would we find What is his name?
Which one?
Duke rides a lot.
Ridge.
Ridge. Ridge Dupree.
Duke rides a lot. That's the name of my next Red Dead Redemption 2 character. Duke rides a lot.
I mean, he's probably making his rounds. If he's not out for lunch or at the tavern, he's probably just walking around town at this point.
Excellent. Okay, this is the information I needed. Perfect. Thank you for the bullet.
This is beautiful. This gun is beautiful. Where did you get it? Nobody has guns now. These are expensive, my friend.
Yeah, yes, it was quite expensive to obtain such an implement. Trust me. Many lost their lives in the process.
Whoa. Do you mean you murdered people for this?
Oh, no. No, we did not murder for that. We took out the murderer who was murdering my people with it.
Oh, boy. Oh, nah, nothing good ever came of guns, huh? We better be careful with this.
That has come in great handiness since then, trust me. But my friend, thank you for your time. And until next time, please do have a most wonderful day and keep an eye on the prisoners down there. First off, that one, he does not seem to have a good will to live. I do not understand what is his problem, but he seems to be trying to get hung. In addition to, I'm not sure if you heard or not, but watch out for the low elves. They were into some drugs of sort, and I'm very, very curious if they will have some lasting effects from this. So if you could somehow get word to me in Hazelport.
Yeah, it does seem, the one thing I would worry about that Ben needs to start looking into is Sindel has seemed quite agitated since she hasn't been able to go out for a smoke. So, I mean, the stuff might make you a little, hooked, I guess.
Interesting. Thank you, my friend. It is good that you have helped me. I appreciate the round. He's got to put it in his pouch.
I'll keep an eye out for more, but we don't get many guns around here.
This is okay. I have not seen many myself. This is why I figured I would ask, and I much appreciate your efforts. So until next time, if there is a next time, please watch out for yourself.
You watch out for yourself too, my friend.
Yeah,
They'll be walking him back, and you hear that, Ashford, as they kind of walk down the hallway back out to the main entrance.
Ashrin, I have the letter that you requested. And
oh, lovely, thank you.
As Ramash is passing you the letter, he's also going to lean in, as well as 5 others.
Did you take? Oh, you took all of them?
I did not take all of them. There were 5 others in his possession as well, all different ladies' names.
Wonder if Grak is a bit of a player. Well, I asked him if there was any word I could carry to anybody else, and he just mentioned this one, so maybe he wants to wait on the others? I don't know.
We will not know, not right now, but it is something to keep in mind, especially if there's other women like Sindel or this Penelope.
Did you happen to catch any of the names?
There was Jessica, and I'm going to list off the names I heard, which was 3, right?
Jennifer, Alice, Margaret, Jessica were the names that you heard.
Alice.
DM's gonna have to remember those names for later.
DM already wrote it down.
That's what the note taker is for.
DMs love note takers. DMs love note takers. Don't
They
you
also
worry,
get-
Pink.
Yeah, Grak's gonna have to.
You can
They
throw in
also
as much
come up
flavor
with
as you like,
backstory.
Pink, but I got your back.
Yeah. No, DMs love note takers. They also get frustrated with them when they write down stuff that you weren't expecting them to.
That problem,
like
because
the rock wall.
she's much better at note taking than I am.
What's the name of this family? I don't know. The rock walls.
I make more pre-notes than I do, and then post notes. So because I'm like in it the most of the time, which is why note takers are amazing. Note takers, you are the savior of your party.
You're the savior of your game, not your party.
Yes.
Your game.
Yes. But so what I do is a lot of pre-notes and post-notes, and then definitely Christy's notes are super helpful for me.
Absolutely. So on the way out,
Part is interpreting my own handwriting.
True.
yes. Oh my god, I can't even read my own sometimes. Especially like that whole fight I was doing for the Halloween thing. I was just like, I think that's a 9. Roll it again.
Yep.
But all right, so on the way out, Ramasha just kind of give a nod and a wink to the lady behind the desk, and is gonna start questioning Ashrin. Did I hear some yelling when I was over that way?
Yes, it's. Do you? I don't want to say
please.
something without Roland talking to you, but has he talked to you about Miro at all?
Is that something you've talked to me about, Mero? With about Mero before?
I would have assumed that I would have mentioned.
You have known Roland for
maybe
a
in the
bit.
fact of my dealing with people.
Yeah, dealing
Right.
with people and missing people
Well,
and
been
stuff
lost
like
and
that.
found,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I am at least somewhat familiar.
Well, he was giving Dominic a bit of a hard time for whatever was going on with that bandit, and was calling him Miro instead of his name. So I think Roland was having a bit of a hard time keeping them separate. Maybe Dominic, from what Natasha's told me, is a little bit like Miro in some ways. So I think that's probably a little difficult for Roland, and why he's been a little overprotective, maybe.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Let us go catch
So
up with them.
I
see
think
if we
that's
can't
what
find
that was
them.
about. That's why I was waiting for you. I wanted to give them time to talk, so that's why I was waiting for you.
Ramesh is going to get the door, open it up, and just kind of take a peek outside as he opens it. Allows Ashrin to go first.
I think at this point is when you would see the run and the hug.
Oh yeah, sure. You can see them hugging and then heading off towards the tavern.
Carry him like
I'm carrying him.
a teddy dwarf.
No, okay,
How much do you
to be fair, I let that go for like 20, 25 feet, then I'm like, all right, put me down.
But how
All
much
right.
do you weigh? How much do you weigh?
I weigh
I don't think it's going to stop.
142 pounds.
No,
I
you're getting
could
carried
carry
into the
you.
tavern.
He puts him onto his back.
I'm gonna hoist him up like a toddler onto my shoulders.
And then I'm gonna like, no, seriously, I let me down. I'm fine.
No, just take it. Listen,
Nah,
it's not far.
Look, I don't care if it's hard or not. You need to let me go.
No, it's only a few more feet. Come on.
So as you
And,
as
he starts,
and I'm like-
trotting at that point.
And I'm
So as
laughing.
you're trying
I'm trying to sound angry. Yeah, I'm trying to like
Yeah.
sound angry, but I'm really just like laughing and like wiping away tears.
So Ashrin and Ramasha walk out of the city hall or town hall, and they see Dominic and Roland, like Dominic down on his knees, hugging Roland, Roland wiping his eyes, his beard, and everything. And then Dominic scoops Roland up, and Roland is laughing, but like, come on, put me down. And Dominic's like, nope, you're coming with me, old man, and puts him on his shoulders, and he's like trotting him off, and Roland's like, come on, you little punk. You know, so you see this like this twisted dance on the way to the tavern, and in order to get through the door, Dominic finally has to put Roland down.
At that
Well,
point,
I guess
seeing
that
this,
ended up all right.
seeing this
How
whole
many of the
thing, like
townsfolk have seen
All of them.
All of
You know,
it, and
anyone in
I
the
don't
square is just
care.
laughing. Yeah,
I
they're
don't
looking
care.
Bemused. Yeah.
I don't care because I
Ramasha's
just got
drop.
my grandson back.
Oh.
For like one fleeting moment, I got Miro back. So
So they make their way into the tavern. Ashrin and Ramasha following shortly behind. Sort of, you come into the tavern. It's a regular midday, so it's not packed. But there's a few people here, and Pim's like, "Oh, you're back again. Good morning. Good morning."
All right, and then I'm like full on like laughing, like whatever. I'm like, round of drinks for the house.
And the house, yeah, woo! So beers start getting passed around. Everyone starts singing.
Yeah. Yeah. So just let me know what I need to deduct.
And this is lunchtime?
Yeah, it's just midday. It's only like a silver piece per cup. So, let's say let's see how many people are in the room besides you. There's 4 other people in the room. So 4 plus 4, 8 silver pieces if you're buying ones for everybody in the room.
All right. So 8, and then me 10, Dominic 12.
No,
then...
8.
Oh,
8
total
for everyone,
okay.
including your party. Yep.
Okay. Oh, 8 including my. So
But
I'm even gonna buy the
lizards?
2. I was gonna buy 2 for them because I'm assuming they're gonna be making their way in at some point.
Yeah,
so...
including your party. There's 4 people in the bar and your 4 people in your party, so that's 8
right.
silver
8
for
silver.
beer.
Okay. All right. So then we get our beer, and then I look at Dominic and I'm gonna say, Dominic, this just reminds me of a time of like,
When you fought the
when did I? No, here's what I do. So I go, did I ever tell you? And I stop, and I look at Dominic, and I say, no, I want you to tell me a story.
Whoa.
Meow. Dun, 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 dun.
Back to reality, everybody.
It actually,
Dominic's like, did I
this
ever
is
tell
a
you about the
super
time I killed my
cute-
stepfather?
this is actually super cute. So actually, on that line, I want to give everyone else a chance to what they're going to say to the end of this afternoon in the tavern together. So whoever wants to go first. Besides, you can tell your story either next time or in the notes. Unless you have your story, go ahead.
No, let everybody else go first. I have a story, but I want to fine tune it. Give me a minute.
Okay. Ramasha.
In the process of... So, our dealings here are done. Are we heading back to Hazelport now?
My friend,
Yeah.
we need to drink this beer first.
Of course. Are we leaving tonight? We need to make preparations.
Let's worry about that after we've had a couple beers, my friend.
I like the way you think.
And I cheers.
To your health. Ooh, as a paladin, are you thinking at all about your adventure over here, your connection with Dominic, you're missing Miro, you're having this drink? Are you thinking at all about your connection to the gods?
Not really, no. I'm
Okay.
more focused on the people in front of me and the people that I'm going to see again.
Okay. Gotcha. Ashrin, did you have anything to say or do as this party is ruckusing and relaxing for the afternoon?
Ashrin would go over to Roland and say, Roland, I think I've got a lead. So Grak told me that he got that ring from a lady named Penelope in Hazelport, and I think I actually know who he's talking about. I think I might have seen her or know her. And he also gave me the name of a... Do you know that pie shop that everybody talks about and says how terrible it is? And, like the joke you'd say if you don't like someone, a new person,
Yeah.
send them there.
Yeah, that place
So
is the
that's
worst.
apparently... I've never been, but that's apparently where, there's somebody there maybe that we want to talk to, and I'd like to track down this Penelope who might know the lady that owns that pie shop. So maybe when we get back to Hazelport, we can try to find either Penelope or the pie shop, or ideally both, and see if we can find out where she got those rings, because Grak was just holding them for her.
All right. Hey, that's the big... And I'm just going to raise the glass and be like, you're on your way, kiddo. You're on your way to getting answers.
I know.
Excellent.
Had in years.
And I'm going to cheers.
How excited are you, Ashrin?
Wait.
I'm thrilled. It's just I've been sitting on my ass in Hazelport for 6 years. This is the first any sort of information.
We lost Brendan.
Lost Pink.
Oh,
There he is.
and Brenda's back.
And he's
We're gonna
back.
take
It's
we're ending course.
Sorry.
It's the most she's had basically since she started looking. So she's like, she would like to leave for Hazelport immediately, but recognize not the best idea right now. So she's like she's fidgety. She's like anxious now. She wants to get moving now that there's something for her to actually do.
Now, in her thrill and in her rush of emotion and her remembering what her patron said to her about when she was very upset that she ended up feeling connected to her, make a perception check. This is not a visual perception check.
Mental perception.
What
was that? Oh my gosh, what was that show that the person pretended to be psychic? It wasn't Psych, but it was the serious version of Psych, where they pretended to be psychic, but they were just really good at reading clues.
The Mentalist.
Mentalist! That's it.
Oh.
This is a mentalist perception. Thank you.
That is a dirty 20 for perception.
Can I get a dirty 20 in the chat?
Whoa. So, as you are feeling this rush of emotion, you also feel like a warmth in your body. And you feel open in your mind. Like you feel like you don't necessarily, you don't feel a different feeling, but you feel aware that you're not necessarily guarding your thoughts. And so you feel a little bit of a presence in that rush of emotion. Because you're thinking about what she said to you about how she had felt your rush of emotion when you were very upset.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you don't see anything, you don't feel like she's trying to talk to you, but you sort of don't feel alone.
Okay. So like I can maybe sense the connection a little bit more than I maybe normally do.
Right, like you're
or that
thinking
I do
about,
ever.
is she listening in on me right now then, kind of thing? Like,
Okay.
but it's not like you feel watched or anything like that. It's just, in that moment, you get a feeling of, like, you think of that connection that she mentioned. And, the quick, also, sort of feeling of, like, a rush of protection, which will sort of lead into what you are gaining along recently. So, Dominic, do you have your story?
Yeah, so I go, this reminds me of the time when did I ever tell? No. I want to hear a story from you.
Well, did I ever tell you about the time that I battled a wyvern?
No! No way! I did too! What? I gotta hear this.
Now she's gonna spit out his beer.
Credits roll. I'll tell you one story. It's really the only story that I have. It's how I left my mum back home. So, one day, my mum finally told me that my scumbag of a stepfather was in fact my stepfather. I was 10 years old, so about 6 years ago. She looked me in the eyes and she told me the story about my father. She gave me everything that belonged to him. So the pack that you see on my back and one arrow. I don't know why. I still haven't figured out why it's so special about this arrow. Probably never will. It looks normal, gonna be honest. But I took it. I took what I've learned, as much as a 10-year-old could learn, and I said goodbye. She put a letter in my bag of names of people to stop at, places to go, and just sort of markers as well as a map of how to get me on my way to learn what I needed to learn about my father. I haven't gotten there yet, So I'm sure it's not a very good story. Maybe it will be one day. But here we are. And then he takes out the bow, or the arrow.
Arrow.
And he lays it down on the table. It just looks like a normal arrow.
Can I inspect it?
Astrid casts detect magic on the arrow.
And I'm gonna help Ramash's investigation.
I would actually suggest that the person who has spent their entire life on this continent and is much older be the one that makes the check, unless it's a stats thing with help from Ramasha.
I will totally help.
I also think that it would make more sense that Roland would probably take a look at it.
All right. So
do I get anything from the detect magic spell?
Detect magic.
Look at you burning through spell slots. What are you doing there, Warlock?
I can cast detect magic at will. It is one of my eldritch invocations.
Oh, fancy. That's incredibly helpful.
The only magic you're detecting is from the items you currently know about.
Okay. So, investigating?
Investigation with advantage.
Alright.
Or history.
History would be very much better, please and thank you. Alright, come on. Ooh, you know what? We're gonna get a little crazy. We're gonna use the cheese dice for this one.
Ooh, the cheese dice.
You did get the cheese dice. That's awesome.
Yum!
Cheese dice. Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, narf! Cheese dice going back in jail. I know. Cheese dice going back in jail.
Oh. And you still have inspiration.
I guess it was a... Is that nat 20?
That is a nat 20. That is a nat 20.
I'm so excited about that too, because I can't wait to say this.
We
Oh my
see
God.
excitement, but we can't tell if it's like excitement or like bad excitement.
Yeah, no, the nat 20 plus 5 for 25.
All right, so Roland is looking over this arrow. It's a very finely crafted arrow, which would be the one thing that Dominic knew about the arrow. It is a silvered arrow, and it, as you're sort of like looking over this arrow, the shaft, you're sort of like moving some of the leather that wraps the shaft, and along the base of the shaft, you see an engraving of a sun. If anyone has seen Dominic's character card, there is a little Easter egg on there. And the sun very much resembles the symbol on Dominic's character card.
Ooh.
Hold on, I'm waiting for the character card to pop back up.
And
I'm kidding.
Tony would know of the
Swallow my soul.
the one monarchy to the north. Wait, has Dominic said where he's from?
No,
No, I don't think so.
no, he just says he's been around.
Just kidding.
Just from the north is all I've said.
Okay, well, okay, then this is still relevant because the one monarchy on Aberuth to the north that it remains is in Sunmarsh Port.
All right, so I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna see the little sun. Is this? And I'm gonna show Dominic. Do you know what this symbol means?
Dominic, you've never noticed this before because you've never pulled the wrapping off.
But do I know what the symbol means? Since I'm from the north.
Ooh.
Make a history check.
Frickin' history, man.
You're a young pup. It's okay.
3!
Did you
nothing, Jon Snow.
did not end up did you go to the city before you came down, or did you avoid the city because it was?
I had never been to the city.
Okay, so you don't recognize the symbol, other than maybe, like, you know, maybe you've seen a sun sometime in your life, but you don't remember.
I'm just gonna go. Yeah, it's the sun.
First off, ha 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 ha. Second off, this sun symbol is the symbol of the royal family in Sunmarsh Port. Like, you know how Ashran's ring has the time symbol, and that's a sign of potentially the royalty that she's from? And then I'm just gonna be like, mm-hmm.
And Roland would know that is
We
the
don't know that.
human monarchy. The only human monarchy.
And this monarchy that rules Sunmarsh Park, or Sunmarsh Park, Port, is a human monarchy.
But I'm not royalty.
Ashran didn't think so either.
How do you know? Maybe you're like me.
Are you?
I'm a
And then-
I'm
then
a
I think-
leatherworker's daughter.
Dominic, is there something you'd like to tell us?
There was a reason I
The other
left.
half of that story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then
Oh my
I think we'll end this with me looking at Dominic, me looking at Ashran, flagging down. Is it Ben that's running the bar? Pim. We need another round for the royal family.
Why?
Oh, right up. And that is, I think, a wonderful spot. We did run right up to the end tonight. Thank you so much for everybody's patience tonight. What a beautiful stopping point to, unfortunately, get back to reality. I'm so excited with how this went. This is a very roleplay heavy session, and those can be hit or miss sometimes. This was so intense. Tony, absolutely beautiful history and moment with your character there. And everyone with the deep roleplay tonight and deeply getting in touch with your character was beautiful. Please, everyone, catch us next week as the characters get ready to head back to Hazelport and investigate this icky pie shop, who I absolutely am blown away. Brennan, I gave him a few sentences that Grak knew about the rings, and he tied it in so beautifully. I didn't even need to ask him to set the breadcrumbs, and it works perfectly for what we've been discussing behind the scenes. So this is exciting, and I am super excited to close the pages on this chapter of Ocerrya and leave some fun cliffhangers over the next 1 or 2 sessions. And pretty soon, folks, get looking for a recap and a remembrance of as we get ready to transition back to Starheal. So, thank you so much for joining us tonight. This was amazing, an absolute blast. Our characters have gotten some amazing loot and some awesome clues on their journey, as well as some wonderful relationships being built as well. So I think, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was going to say one thing. Working on Olga has been so fun, and I'm really excited to share her with you. But working on Olga has made me better at creating a backstory for Clancy. So I have I shared with Tony, a really good backstory for Clancy.
I love you. Is what all I'll say is I love you.
It's never too late to expand on your character's backstory. Discuss with your DM. Have these conversations, because all it can do is make you better as a player and make your story richer.
For sure.
Just expect way more for Clancy. And
oh yeah, we've all been digging into our backstories. This is going to be some fun stuff.
I can't wait for the conversations for the next couple weeks. The next couple weeks conversations with all of you guys are going to be so much fun.
Yep. And the same thing will happen in between each world, where these characters will come deeper and deeper into life. So we love having you along for the journey, and we absolutely are just so excited to do this together and for you to be here with us. We're going to have to get going because as East Coasters, it's getting very, very late. Thank you so much for staying up with us, for hanging out with us, and we will catch you again next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.